Huzzah!
Welcome, weary travelers, to Bring Your Own Bard, where last week we answered the age-old question of who would win in a fight, a polar bear or an ice troll. If you weren't here last week, it was the ice troll.
Mostly polar bear, though.
Yeah, don't bring a polar bear to an ice troll fight.
He had a good fight.
He did. So just quick announcements. We will be back again next week at this time, sometime around 7 to 7:20ish. So yeah, with that, let's jump on into tonight's game.
We shall resume.
Is that it for announcements just tomorrow?
Don't forget to ring that bell, mash that subscribe button for
all the goods.
exclusive
We have no
content.
Yeah, we have no other announcements. We're just doing this once
Exclusive content?
Have a great
Yeah, I mean,
day.
what other channel has polar bears and ice trolls fighting on it?
Oh,
I can't think of one.
None.
Exclusive content.
Yeah.
Exclusive content.
Yeah.
So jumping in, last week, you had taken a contract to hunt the ice trolls for, you'd heard there were ice trolls, and you had headed out, or you heard there was at least one. You'd headed out. You'd found the small fishing village that was outside of Kalsgard. Talked to the locals. Been set on the right track to hunt these ice trolls. Had followed them out, but turned out to be 3 of them. You fought and killed them, collected several vials of troll blood,
We wrecked those fools.
and the troll heart.
Like 21 vials, right?
I had 11 written down.
I think it's 21.
21 guns.
I couldn't have been 21 because of the way the DCs were set. It was 11.
Roll for deception.
I'm not kidding.
Hey, those are worth a lot of money each.
But they're still worth a ton of money.
I don't know if you have your notes right.
But let's see. Yeah. So you'd come back to the small fishing village and by village it's just like a small collection of huts on the river outside of Kalsgard. And you'd had a fish fry. Baryakamule, you had spent some time learning how to tie knots.
Boom.
And then you had gone to bed.
Sleepy time junction.
Yeah. So the following morning, you wake up.
Can I roll to see how well I slept? Like a flat check.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a flat check, see how well.
Natural 1.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna be an oof.
So,
By the way, even I-
Gixrat was up all night working on his music.
Yep. I just couldn't go to sleep.
Stress of the
It's starting to
Battle
resemble
of the Bards
reality
tonight. Keeping you up.
Oh, that's Battle of Bards tonight.
Yeah, it's tonight. Back at the King's
The
Cup.
bags under my eyes.
Yeah.
The stress, the pressure. I'm having nightmares about losing my performance to the local jester or performer.
Yeah. Anyway,
we
Gonna be
regain
great.
Hit points. Sleeping.
yes.
What is it?
You would regain your con times your level, right?
Con times level.
Yeah. So you regain Constitution times
That's a
your
whole
level.
lot.
Yeah.
Yak is just completely back. The yakin back.
I don't
Yak
think
is back.
Baryakamule took that many hit points down.
I don't think so.
I took quite a few.
Yeah.
How many hit points do you recover?
You recover your Constitution times your level.
Dang.
So your con modifier.
Con modifier.
Yeah.
So it's a +1 for me.
So for you, it's like a +4 times 9.
I recover 10 health.
Yeah, so it's 36 for me. Woo!
Fast recovery.
So I gain
doubles
18.
That. That's huge.
I'm still down.
Heck yeah. I'm slightly down.
Parker, apparently Garrett says you're a little
Yeah, I
hard
just
to
saw
hear.
that. Garrett's saying I'm hard to hear. Do I just need to move closer to the mic then?
I
Yeah.
don't know if that one...
Does Garrett watch us?
Yeah, he watches.
Oh,
Our number one
man.
fan. Shout
Number one
out,
fan.
shout out to our boy.
All right.
Hey, make sure you mash that subscribe button,
Shout
ring
out
that
to
Yo,
bell
if
where
you're
you're at it,
watching,
Gary.
be sure.
Master
Stop it.
Rabbit.
We always said that.
Just harass that like button.
That's not. That's not.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
So you wake up. Sun is not quite up yet, but everyone in the village is up and awake. They are packing the
risers.
fish. Early risers, yeah. They're packing the fish into baskets and barrels and out there by the little bit of a dock that they have, loading everything up.
Is it all the fish that we gathered?
What a life.
Do we get to take any?
I mean,
For our band?
you want fish in your band?
I mean...
I mean,
Sometimes.
are you
You know the
telling us
talking
that
fish
we
that turns
saved
its
their
head?
lives and killed the trolls, and all we're walking out with is their thanks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
all they got is fish.
You're not.
What's in it for us?
Yeah, you guys are hunting troll for the money you get back in town.
Yeah.
These people didn't hire you.
I already stuffed away a bunch of fish from the trolls
Yeah.
little area. I hid some fish in my bag.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll keep my eye on you,
recovered some
Karzjo.
fish.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're gonna roast
He's
some cows
obviously
tonight.
the most dishonest person in our clan.
what are you doing?
Good man. I am practicing Amuse.
I mean, are we leaving?
We can go back to
What times does the boat arrive? Sail off.
Garrett said there's no bell to ring, Cody.
Oh dang.
Dang it! We will get a bell for you,
Yeah.
an actual bell. We're gonna get an actual bell and ring it on the show for you
Bell
to get
of-
on.
Board game satisfaction.
We'll have a notification for every subscriber, and then just pick up the bell, ring it.
I love it. Ring the bell.
Be sure to hit that bell.
That'd be sweet. Okay, back to where we were. So, this ferry's gonna come along at some point, or they're already in town.
I mean, there's no boat there at the moment. They're just all out there loading everything up.
They're just
let's
loading everything
let's
up and
talk to someone. Does someone look like they're in charge around here, or someone?
scraggly
A
band.
village elder that might know what's going on.
Yeah, you can see at least like one like older. There's an older woman who's out there giving directions, and like
Does she look strong?
not super strong. She's older.
Okay.
She looks like
Orphan.
she worked a really long, hard life her whole life, and so now she's just like in that respected spot where she's just
Gotcha.
pointing out
Gotcha.
fast and
I don't know.
efficient.
The might of Elfin people.
Older and bolder. All right.
Sometimes scare my
I've been
mind.
tying knots and I'm giving myself a day of crafting for it, Parker.
I may be
Tying knots
silver
this morning.
tongued, but
Yep.
I'm not buff by any means. So,
All right, I would like to go up to the dear old lady.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. See, my friends and I, we were staying here, but we'd like to sail back on the ship that I presume is arriving. Could you inform us what time it should be by?
There's a barge coming in going to Kalsgard. It's gonna be here in about an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent. And while I am here, I do not wish to trouble you, but if we could be at your service for this hour, we would gladly, earn your favor with whatever you would have.
Well, you want to help us stack? I mean, we got it right now. If you want to just grab some bread from the fire over there, you can. But when the boat comes, we gotta get everything loaded quick. So if you want to help load stuff up, that would be really helpful.
Most certainly, we would gladly help you out.
can I roll stealth to do a snide impersonation behind her back, next, like to Karzjo?
Oh my gosh. You pretend to be the person from SpongeBob. Chocolate. Chocolate.
Ooh, that's not great. That's not great. It's a natural 3.
Oh.
However,
I'm watching our chat right now and someone just asked if that's Carrie Fisher talking over there.
Rest in peace. That's all I gotta
Grand
say.
Admiral, Supreme Leader Smoke.
So
Oh,
it's a
Snoke, sorry.
19. I'm guessing from her passive perception.
With a 19.
There's a barge coming along the way.
I'm doing it
There's a
directly to
couple-
Karzjo.
A couple kids see you and start giggling, and she like turns around, gives them this look, and they like go back to like scrap and go back to work.
Almost lost my cool there.
But yeah, you don't think she saw you, or she did. She doesn't care.
Ooh, okay, alright.
Go back over to our friends. Now, behave yourself, my friends. See, the barge will be by in just a little while, and we could, if you be so inclined, help them out when we load it, and we can get sailing back quicker, because the quicker we get back, the quicker we get our gold, you know?
Are there any, like, passing villagers that seem like to be relatively old, like, even, like, perhaps the leader, but somebody who would, like, know about wise tales or legends, like...
Why was legend? You think the gravelly voiced woman probably would?
Gravelly voiced woman. Okay, so
Yeah.
I go up to her. Hey, excuse me, finest and fairest madam.
Yes.
Your appealing countenance has led me to ask you a question, assuming that you might be competent enough to know the answer. Have you heard of any old Lenorm kings in this area that perhaps have passed ages ago? possibly tombs that might be buried in the area that of honorable, long lost, forgotten kings. The Norms, perhaps themselves. I may be interested in facing one myself.
I mean, there's Lenorms all over, but just trust me when I tell you, you don't look like you're up to the task of Lenorm.
Oh,
You're
just
looking
you
for
see.
burial grounds.
I may be small in stature, but I'm full of surprises. I assure you, my finest, madam.
Baryakamule chokes on his morning grass in the background. He's like,
Yeah. So she's gonna look at you like, well, as far as kings or warriors go, any king worth his salt would have headed up to Valen Hall, and so there wouldn't be any treasure in the area they would have left behind. Anyone who didn't make it that far would be buried in Hero's Rest over in Hag's Reach. And then there's the tombs up in the north, but those are the places you would go if you want to see both a tomb and the undead and a Lenorm.
Ooh.
But I would recommend all of it.
Swell. And
People that go there don't come back.
oh, sounds like a prudent
Oh.
endeavor to me.
Actually, never mind. Go ahead. Go. You should really go. I
Yeah.
recommend it.
I'm
I'm
packing
sure you
your
do,
bags
man.
behind
I'm
you,
sure you
Daniel.
do.
I'm just
I've got my yak buddy with me. I assure you, we are a formidable force. I may be
She's gonna
small.
look to you and be like, just make sure you get him to the north, and then when you get to the tomb entrance, just let him lead the way and just let him go. Yeah.
I'll give you a thumbs up, but do I actually have hands or do I have hooves? I can't see my mini character.
You
Do I have
have-
hooves for
a
hands or
minotaur
do I have
would have
actual
hands.
hands?
Yes,
You
you
got
have
hands.
Nice! Thumbs up.
You have
So nice
thumbs.
having thumbs. There they are. I still gotta paint that guy.
Yeah, we got a lot of painting. to do.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Beautiful fellow.
It's better for the
He's
moment
like
you guys
three
are all
times.
not
He's three
painted
times
because
the monkey miniature
I don't feel bad
size.
when I don't completely paint everything.
Is he really?
Yeah, like
Check it out.
that's to scale.
I mean, he's crouching too. Yeah.
This is true. And Hag's Reach. What is your opinion on Baba Yaga? Do you think
Yaga.
she's actually real? Do you think she's only?
She's the
a
Witch
legend?
Queen is real, all right.
Oh, really?
Comes around, steals little kids.
Is she? Are you the witch queen?
No.
Are you sure?
And if I was the Witch Queen, I would have already killed you. They say the Witch Queen wanders these parts for 100 years before she returns. And when she's wandering, you don't know what she could look like. She could be an ugly old hag. She could be a beautiful young maiden. She could be disguised as a chair, like that one right there.
She points over to this like rickety old stool. And she's like,
It could be her in disguise. But
So it could be you as well.
it could be, but again, if I was the Witch Queen, you think I'd be sitting here collecting fish for my whole life?
She makes a valid point.
It's not a great life fishing.
I see.
It could be a disguise.
So she could be among
Karzjo's
us.
suspicious.
We must remain frosty and keen-eyed. I personally believe it. I've seen many outrageous things. I wouldn't be surprised if the Witch Queen. Well,
I'm gonna
that's
help
that
them load their ship.
yeah. With that, you can see the barge that's coming around the corner is like pulling up.
Baryakamule is exhausted by Gixrat's groveling and has decided to go lift heavy objects.
then. Can I offer to aid?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a check?
I mean, if you guys
Don't
wanna-
fail this.
If you guys want to all
worry,
roll
I'm
me,
just getting
who
started.
all's gonna help?
I'll help.
I guess anyone who wants to help, roll me a strength check.
Uh-oh.
So is that like athletics?
I'm not a strength character, so no.
Actually, let's not do strength. Let's do. It would be.
Be athletics. That's
be
a strength
athletics,
check.
Yeah, give me athletics.
9.
24.
Just
Guide.
bumbling all day.
27.
27.
Let's see. You said athletics?
Yeah.
That'll be 29.
Okay.
Nice.
So with those rolls, you're able to look at the whole ship. You're able to help them. You don't slow them down at all. You make sure everything's loaded up in about half an hour.
Aha.
By all of us, you mean Karzjo, Aden, and Baryakamule. Somebody rolled a 9.
Yes.
So...
I tried my best, okay?
Yeah. It was a pretty low DC. You guys
He was trying.
I really was.
Really,
He was
really
trying.
hard.
Sometimes I can't lift heavy boxes, but I might be able to press the digitation though.
Kind of hard to carry when you have a loot too.
When you're a small monkey
Right.
goblin.
Yeah,
I mean, the barrels are like 2 times his size. You know?
Yeah.
this is true.
Yeah. And with that, you have everything loaded up. You're able to hop on the ship. Oh, it's like a big like square flat like low sitting barge that's moving
Perfect.
what looks like supplies and people back and forth from Hag's Reach to Kalsgard.
From Hag's to Kalsgard.
Yeah, and it'll be a relatively quick journey, like half an hour, maybe an hour, because you're going with the river this time.
Sweet.
So yeah,
I'm not swimming upstream anymore,
Nope.
fellas.
you climb on board, and what are you up to?
Sitting in the bow, watching the water pass by.
Just 5 minutes. This is a different ferry from the previous one?
Yeah, this isn't Anil's ship.
Oh, this isn't.
Karzjo is going to spend some time preparing his poisons.
Baryakamule is going to practice reading. Let's see if we can bring his intelligence up so I can actually speak basic.
That would be beneficial.
Practicing my symbols today.
Shapes.
I would like to take a moment and walk over to Gixrat.
Yep.
My friend, you may have noticed in the last battle, I pulled out this nice axe. And you might
Yes, I
remember
saw
that.
it. It was quite nice. It had a
Possibly
returning
Clabber's
property.
axe from the shipwreck we found.
Yes.
It's very fine looking, and it cuts so well. Yes. But it did some weird stuff. I threw it, and it missed, and it flew right to my hand.
Really?
And I've never seen such a thing like that. You are more experienced in things of magic and properties of such. Would you be able to take a look at it and
Yes,
see
yes.
if what things might be going on with it? I have no idea.
Very well. Oh, and these kinds of items I always enjoy coming across. You never know what you can find. However,
When they're safe, yes.
when they're safe, of course. But perhaps when they self-destruct, then they can be planted in the right hands even.
Yes.
There's all sorts of possibilities, even with things that have adverse effects. But from what I can tell, can I roll to... Let's see, would that be a history check? History's not
give me
in
an
this.
Arcana check.
Okay.
And it's going to be
I can do occultism, but I'm not super great at arcana.
I mean, I guess
No.
you could do an occultism check, I guess.
Okay.
When,
Okay.
which would be better for checking for spell Arcana? What
I think
is-
Arcana is more fair. I think when it comes to
We
like,
had something going on.
cause I think
We
when
lose people? We lost people.
Oi,
Yeah, I don't know why my screen's gone.
we've had a collateral
Oh dear.
We lose Cody still?
casualty.
We did lose Cody.
I'm here.
Are you there?
We're here, it's
There
just
you
our
go.
video.
Okay,
Just,
we're
Put it back.
Alrighty. Yay! We finally rolled well tonight. Natural 20. So I
Finally!
Tell me some magic.
I think to identify magic, you can identify magic of an Arcana type with an Arcana check, but I think you might be able to identify magic with occultism as well, but it
If it's
depends
occult,
on the
yeah.
item, essentially. So I think in this case you can pick a certain discipline, occultism or Arcana, and it either can or can't benefit you, depending on which one you check. But I think I'm just gonna stick with an Arcana, even though it can be occultist, because I don't think it's an occultist item. I think it requires an Arcana check, so I'm gonna choose Arcana. So that'll be a +1, which is
Oh, it
21.
depends on the tradition of the magic.
Yes, but I don't know the tradition of magic.
Yeah, it's gonna be arcane.
Yeah, so I will I will go with an Arcana check. That would be a 21.
It was a nat 20, right?
But it was a nat 20.
Yeah. So the nat 20.
So what if you just roll, and whatever the kind of magic is, that's the score that you take?
Yeah. You can do
Unless
that.
you need to identify. That's the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a natural 20.
That's from this. So with that, you would know that it has 2 gifts on it. One of them is Deadly Spark. The other is Lightning Storm. And then it has a Rune of Returning. On top of being +1 strike damage and +1 for hitting as well.
Ooh, +1 striking and hitting. So
I'm
Deadly
talking about.
Spark and
Yeah. Lightning Storm.
Lightning Storm. That's all like the same rune, or
No, they're minor gifts.
gotcha.
I just got another message from someone else watching asking us to smile, and it wasn't Garrett. We have more people watching tonight.
What up?
We can't
yo.
smile.
Welcome.
This is
Smash that
serious.
subscribe button. Ring that bell. It's your boy.
Yo, be sure to
Alright.
hit every single button that you can on YouTube, except for the X button.
Except for
avoid
the
that.
X button. You'll be
Yeah.
very sad.
Yeah. So we got returning on this X. We got Lightning Storm. We got a Deadly Spark. Love it. Gotta love it.
So
All right.
the 2 gifts. Deadly Spark is 2 actions to activate, command, interact. The effect is a spark flashes out from the object towards a creature within 20 feet.
It's
Spark
Stormbringer.
deals 1d12 electricity damage. Basic reflex. The damage is increased by. So it's currently 2d12 because the 6th level would go up to 2d12. It's not 10th level yet.
That's for Lightning Storm.
For lightning, Deadly Spark.
Oh, Deadly Spark.
Lightning Storm.
I love
2
it.
actions to command. The effect is the object surrounds you with a storm of wind and rain and lightning in a 30-foot emanation. The storm is difficult terrain for
Ooh.
creatures other than you. Any creature other than you that enters it in the start of their turn, or starts a turn in the storm, takes 1d12 electricity damage with
Whoa.
a basic reflex save. You can sustain this action.
Even if it's an ally?
Yeah. So that one's it's 15 feet in each direction, like 30-foot diameter circle. That's going to be a
I like the sound of that.
How long does it last?
Alright,
to 1 minute.
let's go
but you have
fight
to-
something.
This rune.
You
this
have
weapon.
to use 2 actions to activate it, and then each turn you'd have to choose to use one of your actions to sustain it.
So Lightning Storm's also 2 action?
Yes, the with 2 action.
Okay. And returning is just always.
Just at the end of if you have an open hand, you can call it back to you.
Cool. Cool.
If you don't have an open hand, at the end of your turn, it'll come back to you and fall on the ground.
This weapon is exotic. Obviously used by a great warrior. No doubt that I would say it's Bards. Although I can't be sure. I still have no doubt. Because I'm a very confident being. But it seems to have 2 different natures to it. You'll notice here if I touch the inscriptions here, some lightning emanates. You can actually control that if you throw it in that direction. Whoosh! And
You do
can I roll to like strike the bow?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch this. Natural 4.
It doesn't damage the bow.
Okay, but does it leave like a little cinch mark?
Little
No,
spark.
it
Little
shoots
spark
down
out
the
of it.
bow and hits the water.
Oh, does it scare anyone?
Gixrat, you need to get new die.
I know. This is going to the dice jail.
There's people give you a weird look.
Yeah, that's right.
Except for Baryakamule. Baryakule's just like, oh my gosh, looking away.
Isn't that kinda cool
Why do we
being
even
there?
bring you?
And by
Why do we
people, I
bring
mean,
you?
like, on the boat, besides the deckhands that are working the ship, you also have a group of Elven warriors and gnomes who are wearing black armor with black furs and feathers on it. And then,
On the ferry?
yeah, on the ferry.
Ooh.
And then
You said gnomes?
gnomes.
Oh my goodness.
It's mainly Elven. There's like 1 or 2 gnomes. And
Right.
then there's also just a couple, random passengers. Some of them look like your everyday, like, normal people. You have, like, Elven individuals who look like fishermen or businessmen. And then there is, from what you can tell, like, a tall, slender individual wearing, like, a dark green cloak that's, like, pulled up. Standing off on, like, by themselves off on, like, the far end of the boat.
Does he look like he's brooding?
Talk to them.
He looks like he's brooding.
They always brood. They always brood.
Well, that
Too easy to tell.
Also, check this out. And I toss it behind me and throw it off the ship. And I fold my arms confidently. And then I hold it. And then it returns.
I would have laughed so much if it wasn't bound to you and it just, like flies off.
I hold out my arm.
It technically wouldn't be bound. It would come
A
back.
few
and
minutes
when you-
pass.
Wait, no,
and you-
please return it. Return it.
That is incredible. I had no idea it contained such wonderful things. Thank you very much.
This is why I think this area can be good for us. For many different reasons.
We've already seen quite some.
Yes, the exotic lands of Absalom, all of the different people, they should be take quite a liking to what you can potentially find up here.
We get back to town and we already have a payday. Yeah.
Already. Very good for business prospects.
Yes. I thank you very much.
Of course. Cool. And so there's a brooding figure in a slender dark green cloak. He looks like the leader of this band of individuals, or
No, he looks separate from them. They all look pretty uniform, like identical.
Does he speak Yoden?
Helmets?
Are they Hell Knights? I'm just curious with the black
No.
armor. Probably not. Probably not showing up in the thing.
It's not like we're not gonna like black metal. It's like leather. A little bit of metal would be mainly black with some silver, but it's
Gotcha.
they look. It looks like Ulfin armor.
Okay.
It could be warriors from the Broken Bay. That lot over there. Oh, very well. There's lots of strange folk in these places.
Now, I have an outreach to a lot of people, but these people, I don't have a very good feeling about. I'm gonna talk to them, and then I go up,
You talking to?
and I mosey on to them. I say, what's your whereabouts these days?
What's it to ya?
I'm just curious. I'm relatively new to the area. Always looking out for different prospects, different business opportunities, and you seem like a formidable band of people. I thought perhaps we might be able to benefit each other in some way. Not quite sure, but you never know what can happen.
Well, there's two ways you could benefit us, especially seeing your work with the axe. One of them is,
You like that?
are you a witch?
Oh, of course not. That actually belongs.
Because we could
to...
kill you and take the bounty.
Oh yes, I'm sure you could. Not a friend of the Hag's Reach area, as I can tell. Assured for you, I'm also not. Personally, I think.
They all start kind of laughing a little bit. And they're like, in case you didn't know, we are the Hag's Reach area. We are the Black Ravens.
Oh my, I see. Well,
And
perhaps
that was
I'm
before we
just
get to the other part.
unacquainted
if you're not a
with
witch.
the area.
And you want to help us, we fight witches. You ever want to fight witches? Or I guess, not as much witches. They don't cross the border that much anymore. But
Oh, it's Hag's. Okay, so it crossed the border.
Hag's Reach is this long, thin territory between Kalsgard or between the Thanelands and
Yes.
Irised, and Hag's Reach is
So, Irised is owned by, or
the Winter
is-
Witches. Yep.
Gotcha.
And so
gotcha.
Hag's Reach is this group, this long, thin strip of land, and
That's
there's
some
no
of
king
that
there.
geography.
It's ruled by there's like a general who runs it, and it's patrolled by the Black Ravens, who are a volunteer army made up of Ulfin warriors from all over the kingdom.
Gotcha.
The majority of them, though.
Alright,
come
someone
from-
needs to turn off their little notification bar.
I don't know
You
if
need
that's. I mean, it shouldn't be coming through your guys's.
It's probably coming through my speaker, which I turned off notifications, so hopefully that'll work.
You can
But
turn
we'll see.
Turn that off.
Nope.
Still getting it.
Well, I'm not
Still
getting
going.
the notifications.
All of Phillip's day stocks he's trading while he's playing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's probably Seth and
Rocket to the moon!
Oh my gosh! Jimmy to
I-
the moon. You can probably just scroll up and enable disable desktop notifications.
When there's a pop-up that comes up, there's a little gear icon, and you can disable notifications completely.
Don't have any pop-ups. I'm in streamer mode. I should leave.
Unacceptable.
I should leave this place. Yeah.
Unacceptable. Anyways, okay. So, Hag's Reach is kind of the border between that and Irison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty.
Alright.
Forgive me. I had my geography mixed up for a moment. If you are truly from Hag's Reach, then you might be exactly the kind of people that I'm looking for. For I'm in the business of finding witches and slaying them myself. I think they can be capable of wielding such exotic types of magic and weaponry that can be perhaps leveraged over people. And I wouldn't put it past you to possibly consider having a similar level of power to the witches. After all, you've prevented any borders crossing and permutating at this point. There must be some motivation or intimidation. I think you might be afraid of yourself.
We have our weapons and our ways.
I see. Well, it can always be better, and I'm sure any leader can consider leverage in any case as a tool, no matter where it comes from.
And if you're looking for work, just show up and enlist.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't consider myself a soldier.
We're just looking at notification pings. Are you guys hearing it on your headphones?
Yeah.
Yes.
You hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Do you have headphones, Zach?
I'm not wearing them, but I'm not getting notifications on my end.
Gosh darn streamer mode.
It's all the people mashing our subscribe button and ringing our
I mean,
bell.
really,
Remember, if you
they
haven't
are,
done it yet,
obviously.
get on it.
It's Discord sounds, but where does
We
it come
interrupt
from?
this intermission.
This
Technical
interruption is brought to you
difficulties
by Discord because it keeps
We need
getting
like some sort of
Right.
propaganda commercial we can run in the background at these points.
Sayos. Join our bourgeois union.
I can see if I can grab a set of headphones and see if that helps, but the notifications aren't popping up on my end.
Well, it's just the sounds, not notifications, just sounds.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
There it was again.
Because there's no
It's weird that
there's no
happens twice
messages.
too. Yeah.
So someone's server has a bunch of messages going off.
It's
not us.
I think it's that chat, if I'm not wrong. I think it's that one that Bar is on right now, but I can't. I don't know how to necessarily
Why
disable
would-
that because
Why would I be getting it? What is this?
this is a great question.
General?
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I think it might be general.
Is it-
Let's see real quick.
Are we on the same server we've been on?
New channel. I'll turn it back on.
No, away from our sponsors.
Mute. Sorry,
No.
we're muting the memes chat. The memes chat is just going crazy now at this point. Unfortunately.
Stonks memes.
Stonks. Yep. Stonks is just.
Can you
going
guys hear me?
wild.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
This should be good.
All right.
Okay.
I might do it. No more bubble. Although the Discord noise can sometimes be welcome. Okay.
Our friends, yes.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't consider myself a soldier, so I don't think I would be in the business of enlisting unless you have any benefits.
I mean, you get to kill witches.
Is killing witches
The
the
armor.
only business you partake in?
You get the opportunity to die a warrior's death out there.
Yes, in traditional orphan style, as you may.
Mhm.
Yes.
Or if you're a gnome, you get the adventure that keeps away the bleaching.
Do I look like a gnome to you?
And one of the gnomes looks over and goes, "No, you don't look like a gnome at all."
Well, I suppose I don't have to worry about bleaching then. However, you, I'm sure, are taking grand care of yourself. You've seen probably far too many new things that you can barely handle it all. I mean, Hagreach does seem like a rather exciting place. So, how do you keep from bleaching?
Talking to the gnome,
Yes.
there's just a ton of excitement out here. You know? Oh yeah, always something crazy to fight. And then, I mean, the good thing about the north is even if there isn't anything crazy to fight, you can always just head back to the grungier forest, and then there's tons of crazy stuff.
This is true. This is true. I've always also considered heading there. Now, would you perhaps suspect that witchcraft and magic could reside in such a esoteric place?
The grungier forest?
Yes.
The Fae don't really tolerate the witches.
Ah, yes. Interesting.
There's a
I'm all just
weird
collecting this information.
respect-hate for the... I mean, most of the Fae.
Fae can be anti-magic in some respects, I assume, right? I
Yeah.
see. Interesting. Interesting. This is all necessary information that Gixrat is collecting for his
So we can share with the
Upcoming
unsuspecting
plans.
traveler.
Yes. Do you by chance? No, the way.
Have you heard the tale?
So there's
Run
another
Jeff
dude in a
Honest.
dark green cloak.
Yep.
Well, I bid you all best of luck in your endeavors, if luck is something that you believe in.
Luck's always something
Yes,
to
yes.
believe in.
Then, if not luck, perhaps honor. Best of honor.
Honor as well. If you ever are looking for work, even if you just want to do mercenary work, come look for us at Black Raven Hall.
Black Raven Hall?
That is a fortress on the border of Urizen. And I think it is marked on the map.
Yes, I see it.
Karzjo would like to know if you have any fish.
You've had enough fish.
Excuse me.
You can never have enough fish.
Don't you have a stockpile?
I mean, do we look like fishermen to you?
Anyone can fish.
Well, I'm assuming
That's
to
true.
you guys, witches are just fish in a barrel. Must be easy.
You get a little bit of a laugh out of them there. Step in the right direction this time.
A man in a green cloak.
Yep.
And you, sir, are you related to these finely dressed chaps?
Man in the green cloak.
I don't know how much grass
you
the yak can choke down this morning
related
while
to these
trying not to
people?
laugh.
Man in the green cloak.
Do we have a man in the green cloak?
He's coming.
We have a man in the green cloak somewhere.
Do we get a special guest feature? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Ladies and gentlemen, the man in the green cloak.
Grass the yak can choke down this morning while trying not to laugh.
What?
Surprise! Surprise! We got a man.
We
in a
have a
green cloak
man in a
joining.
green cloak.
Oh my goodness!
One moment for screen difficulties.
He's black.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my.
This only takes like 3 hours to set up. It's all good. We'll be there. in
How's it
20.
going, Jason?
Good. Great.
Jason? Did you get a whole
You decided to join in with us?
Oh, his name's not showing up.
Yep.
Poor fellow.
Do you want it to show?
Oh, yeah, we can wait. Leave it. Got it.
Looked exciting.
I bet it did.
It
The man in the green cloak.
it's
Special
gotten
guest feature.
really fun. This is something that we always look forward to, like every week.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
All right. You asked a question.
You,
Tried to
sir,
catch the last few. Question
might you
again?
be related to these finely dressed chaps here?
No. Mostly keep to myself around these parts.
Really? I see.
Oh.
Do you have an aversion to them by chance, or do you simply just travel on ferries from time to time down the Rhineflow River, going from place to place? You seem like somebody who can take care of themselves, I suppose.
Yeah. I've been doing some wolf hunting lately around Kalsgard, and heading back to trade in some wolf blood.
Oh, really? Wolf blood? Fascinating.
Winter wolf blood.
Winter wolf blood. Might you be using this for an alchemical ingredient, perhaps?
Survival, making a living.
I see.
I do a lot of hunting.
Well, if you are
Tanning.
ever in the business of looking for alchemical ingredients, we found a very nice fellow in Ice Fairy, or Kalsgard. I'm sure he was right there. An alchemist, had a very kind of tall, gauntish stature to him. He seems to take a liking to collecting troll blood, if you're ever in the business. We just got back, in fact. Successfully took down a band of trolls ourselves.
Yes.
Can you believe it? They're coming all the way from Yol.
We shall be returning right there after we get the Kalsgard ourselves.
Yes. He does pay a pretty penny as well.
Yes. Looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yes.
And after that, we party tonight.
Very well. Very well. Yes.
Yes.
Not off of troll blood, of course. That it's not fermented yet, but
You know what? You can join us. Run around for the day. Trade in your wolf whenever you see him, and do what you do. And this evening there's a party at the place where we have stayed before. What was the place?
Yes,
King's Cup.
I'm about to crush them,
King's Cup.
mind you.
King's Cup. Yes, there shall be a fine competition, and you shall see this guy.
It's a
Make
little
a-
competition. We like to call it a battle of the Bards. Anyways, I only mentioned this to you, fine sir, because, again, you seem like somebody who could take care of yourself, and if you did decide to help us, we have an even split, and we're a small band, so it goes a very fair way. This lovely yak here, he's warming up to me over time, and I'm sure you perhaps might as well.
I could be open to that. There is hunting in numbers can be a good thing.
Very well, very well. I agree, you seem like a man about his wits, reasonable. Sharp up there.
Usually.
Yes, you have to be, of course, in these areas. Anyways, the offer is still out. Should you want to talk to me, I will be in the lower decks. I've got some practicing to do.
Yeah, with that, you can see Kalsgard like coming up, like the dock coming up on you. Like you got maybe like 5-10 minutes before you're gonna be disembarking.
Are there any seagulls in the area, or is it just barren? Is it just like in the? Because it's kind of on the coast.
Just by the coast. It's cold. You'd have some seagulls, not very many. You'd have
Okay.
something.
All
I'll
right,
have to
it's
check that out.
winter, so they might have migrated up here. But cool.
Baryakamule, how's the shape work going?
It's going good. If Baryakamule knew how to speak better, he would have asked the man in the green cloak if he was also a bard, because we're looking for a new one. And he would have told him that he can't be worse than the one we have, but we're really willing to take anyone. That's what he's thinking right now. He just doesn't know how to say it.
Just the words aren't coming to him. Good thing
The
he
words
can't
aren't
learn.
coming together. I'm
I'll
like
prevent you
frustrated.
from
I'm just
speaking
getting...
your mind.
But you, Baryakamule,
Just grunt.
I do see that you seem to favor this fellow. Now, would you have a gift for him? Huh?
Hands out some grass.
Pull out my berries, my grass and my berries. I kind of look away and hold it out to you.
Are you?
Oh, it'd be unwise to refuse the grass and berries, by the
Are
way.
you eating it?
We'll try a few berries.
Just a few.
They're good
Be
local
careful where
berries,
he
but
puts those. He fed me yak pea before.
Only you, monkey. And I shove the rest of the grass in my mouth.
Well, I don't see why, but have it your way, Phil.
All right.
And with that, you're in Kalsgard.
We made it.
Shall we go
Woo!
get our gold? Yeah.
I think.
let me follow you and see if this man has a good price.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
The finest price, I'm sure.
I knew you would be interested, sir. Only a matter of time before
We
you
head to the
before you warm up to us, charismatic band. This man likes fish. This man likes grass. This man likes
good
life.
business. Yeah.
Good business. Me too. So.
But no one loves monkeys.
I see what you did there. Because everybody loves monkeys, obviously. It's impossible. It's a logical absurdity.
So takes you about, you know where it is this time. It takes about 15 minutes just wandering up kind of the small winding streets in the Ice Quarter to find this alchemist shop that you came to before. It's kind of, again, just tucked in between two buildings. Small, squat little building. And you come in, and the alchemist who is there, or I guess, do you just walk in?
Oh yeah. All of
Barge
us.
in the door.
Oh,
We're here. Establish a presence.
And the alchemist...
Baryakamule just kicks it in.
We're here for the gold.
The alchemist that you had talked to last time, Garnet the Silder, is there working at the counter,
No, I'm just kidding.
and he looks up and sees you coming. Ah, so you've returned.
Of course.
Was there a troll?
Ah yes. Yes. There was a troll.
Many a few, in fact.
Any complications?
Yes, but none that we couldn't take care of.
We have some things for you. Huh?
That we do.
Who's carrying the stuff?
Let me see what you have then.
They're in my bag of holding.
Ooh, nice.
His
How many vials do you pull out of your bag of holding?
I pull out. Well, we only have 11, so can I pull out 12?
I mean, if you pulled out 10, I would have a question.
Are you getting
Can
all
I pull
11
out
of them,
extra?
I'm pretty sure it's 21.
or-
Yeah, I think I have
What
that.
about-
I
we
have
have
that
some-
in my notes too.
21?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, the max was 4 per troll depending on how you
11.
rolled. Yeah, it was 11.
Yes.
And we have hearts too.
In the
I
three
know.
dice.
I'm just trying to play it, Burger.
I was like, no, because when I wrote that, the max you could get per troll was 4. Because the problem is the troll blood's super expensive, so I can't give you guys like $5 million here.
Why not?
Why not?
Because you guys would just get into trouble with $5 million. You'd invest it in bad stocks or something.
We're gonna get
And
into
then we
trouble
would just
without
sit around
$5
the
million.
table and do stocks and not actually.
The stock market
Invest in
again is
GameStop.
rising.
I'm just
Great
saying.
profits.
I'm just saying.
I pull out all 11, and as I'm pulling them out, a couple fish fall out of my bag, and I
See?
hurriedly stuff them back in.
All right.
And
And
I set them out. I set them up on the counter.
May I inspect them?
Do you doubt the reality of this?
Do you doubt our honor?
It's just troll blood is expensive and valuable, and if it isn't real troll blood, it would result in healing potions that wouldn't work.
we don't want that.
Reasonable enough.
Because if we come back and buy health potions and they don't work, it shall be a problem.
Pulls out from under the desk a small like microscope and like sets it up, and then gets out like this little kit with like droppers and just really like starts taking like one drop of blood from each vial and putting it into slides and like starts just going away and inspecting it. So checking each of them one at a time. So this troll, this is a lot of blood. Did you find multiple trolls?
You bet we did.
It was a very big troll.
Very big, yes.
One
Yes,
very
you
big
could say
troll.
that.
High quality blood.
Well, it is in fact high quality blood, all of it. As he's just going through, like just really quickly checking, like adding little bits of like reagents, like taking the blood and then dripping it into like a little vial of some sort of liquid. You can see as it changes from a red to like a bright green in the liquid.
That's pretty good. You
Well,
should do that sometimes. That's a cost.
It is in fact very high quality troll blood. And the price that I'd offered you was 100 gold pieces per vial. And so,
Don't you dare scalp us.
and I know that's what I offered you, but do you take platinum?
We're kind of new to the parts. It could not be easily used around, you know?
I mean, it can be easily used. It just reduces the amount of coin. I can do some platinum, some gold if you like.
Same exchange rate.
It's sometimes it's
Can
easier
people
to be
break
carrying
a
around-
platinum?
Huh?
Can people around here break a platinum?
I mean, an inn or a tavern probably could. The local market, like shop on the market, probably not.
You know, I would prefer to have platinum if it's so much to you guys. I think so.
It's just easier than carrying around like, 50 pounds of coins.
Yes.
Platinum.
This is true. This
It makes
seems
my
like quite a
purse
big
jingle
deal.
a little less, though.
So he pulls out, counts out.
Karzjo's like, can I have copper?
I like the jingly sound.
110 platinum. Puts it out.
110 platinum.
Passes it
Wow.
to you. The platinum is worth 10 gold.
So-
Is there
I
any-
nod over to the man in the green cloak. I'm like,
Is there anything else that you would like to sell or you were interested in purchasing, selling?
That we have those hearts.
Do
Is that right?
do you
Who has the
buy
hearts?
monkey? Do you want monkey?
I'm not for sale.
I sell monkey.
I'm not for sale.
is not for sale.
Monkey sings. Bad sings.
We
but
need entertainment
He's a
tonight.
monkey.
Purchasing.
Oh, just you wait.
I had something. How much do you pay for a vial of winter wolf's blood?
How much do you have?
4 vials.
Blood
I
of the
could
winter.
give you 200 gold for that.
That's
Would
quite,
that be good?
really quite, not quite bad.
It's acceptable. Yes, I'll take that.
Okay. And do you want gold or platinum?
Gold.
All right
So
then.
he gets gold, we get platinum. I see how it is.
Are we splitting the platinum?
And so he gets out 200 gold for you. What are
Okay.
you guys doing?
Yeah, how
So
about
that
we just
is-
split the platinum between us right now?
10 gold, right?
4-way?
Platinum.
Or are we doing
Yeah,
it 4
so you-
ways?
Yeah, so you each be getting
Yeah.
220 gold or 22 platinum.
Okay. I think I'll just
22.
take it in platinum. Just figure it out.
And I mean,
That doesn't make sense. You said 110 platinum?
It's a few platinum
Yeah.
left over.
because one platinum is 10 gold,
Wouldn't it be?
so you're each getting 22 platinum.
That's
Oh.
27.5 divided by 4.
Oh, we're 5 people.
I was running by 5. Sorry, I'm still thinking a party of 5. You have 4. My
Jason
bad.
doesn't get it
I was
yet.
doing that too, but-
No. I'm still thinking parties of 5. My bad, sorry guys.
I'll take 28
Unacceptable.
because I carried them.
I mean, he did carry that and the fish. Can't argue with that.
You can have it.
I also used my venom dagger, which is why they were able to die.
Should we get 27 platinum each then?
Someone gets another 28 as well. Someone else gets 28.
I take the last
Alright.
coin, flip it to Aden. He's the leader. The monkey doesn't get it.
No. It's it.
I insist.
I think yeah. It's for a good cause. Yes. Tonight, the whole tavern.
Perhaps, yes. We spent it all on drinks. We rave tonight. Sing the songs of our praise.
We shall celebrate the victory of our bard.
Of course. The one and only.
Right. We shall. Right.
We'll see. We'll see how I do.
All right. And we had
Now
some
we'll-
hearts as well. Is that correct?
Do you take hearts?
I thought we were saving those.
Oh, that's
someone.
right. The other guy had the contract for them.
Hearts of
Yeah.
gold.
We had a bounty out for.
Not hearts. Not troll hearts, by any means.
No, there's no alchemical value for troll hearts.
I see.
I can't
Would you
remember
know
if I
what
took anything
kind
else
of
from the
value
troll.
hearts would have? If not alchemical.
You would turn them into the sheriff here. Yes. The crown has a bounty on trolls.
I see. Proof of purchase.
I don't think I took anything else from the trolls.
And where might we find this sheriff?
They'll be right outside the main keep, up on the down the southern end of the ice quarter. It's not too far from here. Maybe 10 minutes. Follow up the Rheinweg run, the river that kind of runs through the middle of Kalsgard. Do you have the map to Kalsgard still? We have one. We have one somewhere.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Sure
So it's
enough.
that central keep. They'd be right outside the central keep.
Oh, yeah, we can switch here.
Kabam. It's a little hard to say.
Yep.
Cool. So this central keep right here.
Yes, it'd be just outside that to the north end of it. Yep.
Gotcha. Simple enough. Straightforward. Are these all partitioned by walls?
Yes.
I see.
And it's kind of like the ice and fire quarter was like with the keep, like the original part of the town, and they just keep kind of spreading. Like, and as they add an additional part, they add a new wall.
Gotcha.
Just kind of build out. So like the bone quarter is the newest, and also like the poorest district, and so it hasn't been completely filled out yet. But eventually that'll fill out, and they'll expand it again.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. South Quarter, Horn Quarter, or the Horn Quarter.
Well,
So,
we,
to the bar for the
Pretty cool.
event?
about what time is it?
Oh, it's probably 10
8:20.
11 in the morning.
Oh,
Or are we talking in
it's
the
still
game?
the morning.
Still
Yeah.
plenty of time.
Shall we take in those troll huts, collect the bounty, and check for some others, maybe?
Mosey around.
Karzjo's ears perk up at the word bounty.
That's right. That's why I said bounties. Go right to the center of it all.
Italicized. Bold.
Bounty.
14-point font. We shall
Let's
go.
do it.
We depart to this to the
And
town
before,
center.
before we leave, I'd like to go to the alchemist there and say, good sir, thank you for your time. We truly enjoyed the business with you, and it would be great to do it again. So feel free to ring us up anytime. What is it, King's Cup, you said?
Yes.
If you have another job, we would be happy to help you out. So thank you, kind sir.
If you're looking to see a devastating performance that can either have good or bad connotations,
Devastating. Undeniably.
visit the tavern. You'll find us there.
Unfortunately, I have research to do.
I see. Not into the entertainment industry.
No, unfortunately.
Well, try it out eventually. Perhaps you might come around. You never know. I may swoon you. Even the coldest of hearts can be warmed with a nice song.
He doesn't look like he's going to be.
It was worth a shot.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's probably like a 30 DC. You shall not
Natty
be
one.
persuaded.
Yeah, he seems the kind of person who spends all of his time working in the lab.
A recluse.
Yeah.
Be a great person to hire, keep that in mind.
Pretty much. Or
Be a great employee if, it ever came up.
he does the hiring. Anyways, you'll know where to find us. We hang around the tavern.
Very well.
Well met, sir. Hail and well met. And we depart. And so I turn to the man in the green cloak and I say, that was quite a payoff for ice wolf pelts. Or winter wolf pelts.
Blood.
Wolf blood.
Blood!
It was a fair price.
Yes, of course. Well, nonetheless, there's far more bounties to collect. Blood or not. Anyways, we head to the south quarter. Or not the south quarter, the fire and ice quarter.
The sheriff.
So as you move away down, you eventually, following that main road, you come to where you can see the keep is, and there's these huge gates, and then off to one side of like the huge gates, you see this like guardhouse, like barracks like building outside. That asking around, this is basically the sheriff's office for.
This is
the
it,
region.
boys. Now, I normally don't say this, but we should all behave ourselves here. I don't like meddling with law.
Coming from you, that's some very wise words. Yes, we should probably keep a low profile for
This
now.
is the one exception. Yak, try not to blow our cover. I know you're the talkative type.
So, as you approach the building, there are two guards standing out in front, and they're more like they're wearing the Ulfen armor, but like more brightly colored. So it'd be like blue cloaks, blue garb. Everything else in the armor is leather. And of course, as you walk up, one of them hails you. Hey, what is your business?
We are passing through. We would like to. We have a bounty to collect with the sheriff that we heard just on the other edge into the ice court. I believe we were fighting some trolls up north, aiding the kingdom. And we would like to inform him of our success.
All right. then. Let me see if he is available.
Thank you, good sir.
And so one of the guards heads inside, comes back out a minute later, or just a couple seconds later. He's like, he can see you currently. Come on in.
Okay. Well, this is exciting. The suspense is killing me.
So they lead you in, and it's like you walk in, and it's kind of this long hallway, and like on the sides you can see are like, I mean, what would equate to like lockers, like where stuff like armor pieces that aren't being in use are currently, or maybe personal items now for people who are out on duty are, and then there's a handful of guards like milling about, and then you can see like down like hall, like down like more like open doors on the left and right, there are like mess halls and bunk rooms and what you would expect to see like for like a small like army here. It's not like a military base, but it's like the soldiers here
Okay.
stay here, work here.
And these would be the same soldiers for the whole entire city.
Yes.
So they're not like separate factions or anything like that. Is it?
No, I mean you would assume that post would depend on your either status as a warrior or your social standing of you or your family in the city, and so being posted here in the ice or fire district would be a higher position than saying being stuck out like in the bone quarter, the far reaches of the oak quarter kind of deal. Like,
Yeah.
this is a pretty decent position.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And this is more like the, I don't know, is kind of like a policing hall, but what would you call it?
The barracks?
It's the barracks.
It's just a small barracks, yeah.
Small
It's not like a huge military base or anything. It's just a small barracks.
Okay.
And there's definitely a small, like, you can see that there's like down one of the halls is a small jail there too, because it is a
Is there anybody inside?
It's not over. I can't wait for them to enlist me.
doesn't look like it.
They seem to take a liking to monkey goblins.
Nobody takes a liking to monkey goblins.
Excuse me. Just you see.
Karzjo, you just went up in the yak size.
Level up. I'm sure they don't take a liking to catfolk either, perhaps.
All right, and so he leads you to a final door at the end of the hall, and he like knocks, and you can hear someone else say, like, "Yes," and he opens the door and says, "Sir, the group that is here about the troll heart bounty." And he opens the door and ushers you in. And when you walk into the room, you can see there's an elfin male, older, but I mean not that old, like, still in good fighting shape. His armor looks more ceremonial. He's not wearing the full, like, it's not like full plate and like ready for battle kind of armor. It's more just like ceremonial looking garb.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting at a large desk doing paperwork.
I walk in with a little bit of a swagger, take off my hat and say, "Good day and well met, sir. My name is Captain Aden Romero Vasquez III, and this is my crew. And we saw a bounty for taking care of some trolls, and we went up the river a little ways, and we took care of 3 trolls, and we would like to bring them to you." And I gesture for whoever has the hearts. Karzjo.
Yeah, it's in my bag.
Gesture, like-
I reach in and pull out these like bloody, dripping, squishy hearts and just plop them on the table.
Now you can tell they're troll hearts too.
Ah, very well.
I take a little blade and I slice it. Does it repair?
I mean,
Does it start melting the table?
Or does it
it started melting the table, but I mean, they're
It explodes.
Yeah. And which
Oh my
he
gosh.
just, like stands up and starts inspecting. He's like, well done. Where did
Very
you say
fine,
you found
yeah.
these trolls at?
Do any of you remember? It was just up the river a little ways, a small fishing village.
Yes.
Just outside Oak Quarter.
Oddly enough,
They
right?
had been saying there was a troll out there.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out there were 3 then.
turns out there were. There could be more, perhaps. I would keep an eye out for
Could be.
your fellows. They have great company up there in those fishing villages up the Rhineflow River. Great people of all kinds. Starved of fish.
Great
but
fish.
They can take care of themselves, yes.
They
Very
do
great
have
fish.
the best fish.
Mhm.
Anyway, that is a job well done. Here, let me collect that. So he pulls out, see him pull from a drawer, like open up a little safety deposit, like a little like lockbox. Counts out 105 gold for the 35 gold apiece for the troll hearts, and puts it all in the bag. Hands it across to you.
Okay. Somebody's getting
So about
27
27
gold.
each.
Somebody's getting. The rest are getting 26.
I'll take 26 this
And
time,
that
just to be nice.
I'll take 26. I once again take the extra coin and flip it to Aden.
Aden, did you refer to yourself as captain?
I did, yeah.
You did. He's gonna turn to you and be like, Captain Vasquez, you said.
That is correct.
My name is Captain John. It is great to meet you.
It is a
Check
pleasure to meet a fellow seafaring man.
And I'm not a seafarer, not anymore. I'm just captain of the guard.
It's all the same. Once a man of the
just a
sea,
title. I'm
always a man of the sea.
I want to be like, dang it, I'm not that kind of captain.
All right.
Yeah. But do you do this often? Hunt creatures, monsters?
Well, you know,
Depends on the bounty.
that is correct. To
That is
tell you the
very
truth,
good.
we have met each other in recent weeks, and we're a little new to the area. And adventurers, you might say, but we look for business opportunities, as you must understand. And so, for now, bounties, yes, maybe later, greater things, right? So, any partnerships, we gladly welcome.
Well, with work like that, we would love your help if you ever have it.
Absolutely.
I mean, at this point, the only thing we have currently is if we've had. I mean, again, we can't give out too much information without knowing, having a business repertoire. But if you're in the market for a bounty, we've been getting. I mean, it's not as there's very little value to it. We've just been getting reports of a wolf in the Bone Quarter. And it's more just an issue of constant paperwork of people writing in complaints about a missing chicken or a missing sheep. And it got to a nuisance to the point where we dispatched some guards to try and catch the wolf, and we lost a guard.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that.
Which again, it's dangerous terrain at night. We don't know if it was the wolf got the guard, or if he just wandered off, or he may have just decided he was sick of his appointment and left.
Probably
No
has
one
an
knows.
army of mutant wolf friends.
It's always a filthy canine.
Mhm.
So, if you're ever interested, the bounty would, depend on what you find, but it would assisting
Sizable.
the kingdom. It would just depend on what you find. If it's just a common wolf, the bounty's 15 gold, something like that.
But it must
All
be enough
all
of a
canines
nuisance
are
if you
common.
Ask a band of strangers to help you. I'm sure it could be perhaps for a prettier price. Could I persuade them?
Go ahead. And roll
Quiet
persuasion.
monkey.
Nope.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
check, see what you got.
Diplomacy. Okay. 25.
This is just enough.
Oh! Oh!
Well, it has been a bit of a nuisance.
Oh.
I'm sure
I
it
could
has.
up the minimum to 30 gold,
Mm.
just to get out of here.
Yes, of course.
But then from there, it would be, depending on what you find, we could justify offering you up to maybe 100 gold. Just depends.
I
It's
see.
just been a nuisance.
And with that assurance, you were vulnerable today, and for that I appreciate you. No less shall it be done by the morrow. I can assure you that, my friend.
What type of evidence do you need of what animal it is?
I mean, for a wolf, usually all we need is a tail.
See,
Can you tell the difference between wolves by their tail?
I mean,
Wolf tails
usually,
versus
if
monkey
it's
tails.
something really bizarre, just bring
I was
it.
gonna say, if you're paying attention, you see that the yak is looking right at the monkey
I'm
tail right now,
curling it.
thinking.
I'm curling it. I'm holding up.
If it's something extraordinary, just bring it back whole, and we will figure it out from there.
It's like, don't you look at me, yak.
What if it's too large to carry?
Oh, something that large? No, the footprints that have been seen are not that large. It's not huge.
Mhm.
It's just some people say it's
That's
invisible.
exactly what they would want you to think.
Well, you heard my friend. It may not be tomorrow, but
Well, I assure you, it will be tomorrow.
Well,
we
I
have
appreciate your enthusiasm.
we have business around the town today, so we shall be around, and we shall get started on that right quickly for a friend.
I'll do it first thing. No, maybe not first thing, but
I
We'll
like
get
your
to it.
enthusiasm. He likes you. At this point, he really likes you. He's like, oh.
I'm a man of my word. You shall come soon to find out.
All right. So you've got a contract to hunt a wolf.
Yeah.
I get it.
Hey.
But still in confidence in the man of the law. And you must do that
One quick question
so
before
that
we
you may
leave.
subvert.
Yes.
Are there tracks or signs, some recent sightings that we may investigate first?
Any leads?
Recent sightings. I mean,
I'm staring over at the wolf hunter.
yeah. Our soldiers that went missing were out beyond the wall, past the bone quarter, searching for it.
All right.
But occasionally, there are some open areas in the bone quarter where the wolf has been known to steal livestock. So any one of the farmers up in the bone corner, anyone in the market, maybe some of the guards at the far southern gate, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Someone should have seen it. They can give you a hand out there.
I can imagine.
What do you think, green cloaked man?
Wolves are easy to hunt. We can do it.
No, that's what I like to hear. You may have be some news to us now quite yet, and maybe we shall be a party by the end of the day. Ah,
Yeah, it will be fun.
Mm-hmm. You shall have to show us your specialty, acquiring such a hot commodity as winter wolf blood.
well, friends, shall we head that way immediately to the bone quarter? Unless you need some more practicing before this evening.
I can
To the bounty.
take care of it. Would I get an advantage if I spend some time practicing?
You're technically at a +2 for your first roll because you
Because I
practiced as a group the last time.
Cool.
So you
All
get
right.
a +2.
All right, that's good enough for me. I'm ready to go.
What is your modifier for your performance, by the way?
19.
You're 19.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Just checking.
Yeah.
He's about to get smashed.
No, because I mean, I wanted it to be like a pretty level competition, but I rolled a couple just like these are like just you're drunk off the street getting up on stage like a 13, but then I rolled like a 19 to 16, and so it's like
Like straight up Aerosmith walks on stage.
yeah, so it's like
Steven
I mean this was
Tyler.
like Nickelback walked on stage, but then they killed it, and so it was like oh gosh, you have to beat that.
Look at his photograph.
That's kind of what happened. So
Every time I see it, makes me laugh.
yeah, you have to beat that.
That should be easy enough.
All right.
Shall we break?
These orphan town peasants don't know
With
the
that,
first thing when it comes to music.
As you guys are heading out of the guardhouse, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break, and then we will be right back.
Grab your popcorn and your candies.
Yeah,
We shall be back in, 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
All
We can
right.
do 5 minutes.
5 minutes it is.
5 minutos. Hasta mañana. Hasta luego.
We are back. Our party was just leaving the sheriff's office where they got paid for cashing in troll hearts and learned of another bounty where they could hunt a wolf that's been plaguing one of the districts of Kalsgard. And with that, as you find yourself back out on the main street, what are you doing? It is still, probably just getting towards noon.
Well, I want to go try
I
and
think we should-
look at the tracks for the wolf.
It's wolf killing
That's straight there.
boys.
That's right there. Awesome.
Yeah.
So you want to head south.
To the
Probably the
bone
fastest way is just to walk to head right through the.
Don't we have a competition tonight, though?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean it's only like noon right now.
Just you wait. Just you
Oh,
wait,
okay.
fellas.
So yeah, you can easily just head north right through the.
Just right through the bone quarter.
Yeah, I mean right through the keep into the bone quarter. And at this point, as you walk through, you can see this massive. The keep is like a stone circle and has these tall walls, like 20, 30-foot tall walls. The gates are all open. There's currently no threat, but there's guards. Like people are like moving through, but there's a lot of.
Do the guards are they wearing the same arm? Like, are all the guards dressed the same, or are these like special ones?
They're all pretty similar. Like it's not like they all have matching uniforms. It's.
I mean,
it's
if they're on this side of the city with the wolf, there's a good chance they drew the short stick. They're probably a little tattered.
No, we drew the short
point.
stick when we got our bard.
Excuse me.
There's
the
no
guards
short
at the
stick
keep
left
are
in
going to
me.
be the ones that like. They'll be the best warriors in the kingdom. So they're going to have the
It's true.
good armor, the good equipment. As you walk past the ones at the gate,
But similar styles and colors.
Yep. Still blue.
I'm gonna set this wolf we're hunting as my prey right now.
Okay.
There's a
Do you need tracks to do that? It just says while you're tracking, right?
Yeah, he's just tracking. He's
must
so
be tracking during exploration. So if I'm tracking it, do I need tracks to be
I think we need tracks
we're
first.
searching for it?
Or some
Maybe
sort.
find
Or a
tracks.
description
Sure.
or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So you head through. And inside the keep, there's a handful of like defensive buildings, but then also like a main, kind of like a longhouse, like a large like there's some large like this is like the central government where people.
oh no, we lost Jason.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Come back.
We lost to Jason.
Get back here, Jason. Technical difficulties.
I know. A word from our sponsors.
We briefly interrupt this intermission to tell you about note-taking apps. I play Pathfinder, you play Pathfinder, we all play Pathfinder. We all like taking notes. Sometimes you can do it by hand. It's a nice traditional way of doing it, but sometimes you can do it on your laptop.
Bart, can I
like
roll a
this
check
young
for
gentleman.
tracks?
At this point, you're still like in the keep. You're not gonna find any tracks here. It's gonna be further south in the bone quarter.
Okay.
There's soldier tracks.
Yeah.
All
There
sorts
we
of
go.
things. And he has returned.
Okay.
Okay.
So you head through.
Cameras all good. Cool.
Again, like tall. This is like the main like, central defensive area. There's tall towers on the outside of the wall. Very thick, heavy walls. You head across, and inside it's really nice, really well kept. You pass through the gate on the other side, similar, large gate, soldiers guarding the gate, and come out into the bone quarter, which out here it is the lower end of, town. It's cobblestone, like kind of a cobblestone main road coming out until it gets to the bridge, and then from there it's all dirt roads, and mud, and small like stone and thatch huts that are all like packed together. There's a couple as you're like walking out, and you can see out into the bone quarter. There's a couple like open areas and fields and like what looks like farms.
That's within the walls.
Yep.
Interesting.
You just head out and.
I guess we want to talk to a farmer. Is that right?
You don't want to talk to find a farmer or a merchant or someone out in that area that would know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's go find a farmer.
Nice. So, you start walking, and if you want to stop and ask one of the guards on the way out, you can, or just going.
Let's just go.
Just going. All right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take too much time, but if you head out, follow that road, the main road that crosses the bridge, and then you have this dirt path heading, and a wide like a main dirt road, but it's heavily rutted, kind of muddy, heading southeast, and it comes to where it opens up, and there's a bunch of fields on the right side, and there's this little like farmer's market on towards like the eastern edge of the bone quarter, and here there's a couple small like farmhouses, and then a couple of like set up stalls for the market. What are you? And it's like there's people milling about, buying, selling, bringing in their produce and wares.
What are they buying and selling?
Here it's going to be vegetables, some meats, chickens.
Fish.
There might be some. There's not going to be as much fish up here. You're pretty far up the Randvig's run. It's going to be maybe some small fish, but most of it's going to be like your vegetables, your livestock meat, your
Berries?
There'd be some berries.
Oh,
You can find some
yeah.
good berries. You talking to a berry salesman?
I'm trying to communicate to a berry salesman. Does he speak Yoden?
The woman selling the like vegetables and berries does not speak Yoden.
All right, I'm down to my broken English. Gesturing,
And so
showing
she's
her
gonna,
my grass, pointing at her berries.
she's gonna point at the berries.
You
She, like,
maniac.
She points at like what looks like broccoli or kale or something like that.
I would like to go over.
She points over to like what looks like some like raspberry like thing.
Good day, kind Sarah. My friend here is
Berries.
he's interested in the berries you have. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Those bright red ones you have right there. Yeah.
So we're selling them in like these little like it's a little container. I mean probably 2 pounds, and it's 5 copper for one of these little baskets.
Whew, how much copper's in a piece of silver?
10.
I flicker a piece of silver and just like take my armload of. Would that be how many baskets would that be for?
You'd probably want to give her like 3 silver to get 2 armloads of berries.
I don't need 2 armloads. I just need like how much did you say it was 5 little
It's probably,
bags
like,
for?
5 copper for like 2 pounds of berries.
Well, I'll take 4 pounds. That's enough for my satchel.
Yep. She gladly,
Alright, flicker my
hands you
silver.
over the 2 bushels of berries, 2 little baskets of berries. And
Yes.
turns to you and says, is there anything else you would like to buy?
Yes. You see, we've been coming to this
The
area.
heart of a wolf.
We heard that there is a wolf that may have been disturbing things, and we're glad they'd like to take care of the problem if it's still around.
It's about time somebody decided to take care of the wolf around here.
Is that so?
It's been a problem for a couple of months now. Keeps showing up in the night, stealing chickens, sheep. Occasionally, if a guard gets involved, it takes a guard. And
A wolf taking a guard.
it just appears within the walls.
Hmm.
And that's the weird thing.
Have you heard of it traveling in a pack? Or is it a lone wolf pack?
I have never seen it. Most of us haven't, but the few that have said it was alone.
This might be dangerous. Are you sure you're ready, sir? And I gesture to the man in the green cloak. By the way, what was your name?
You You, sir, in the green cloak.
Elthoron.
Elthoron. Has a nice ring to it. Almost like Gixrat.
Except much better.
I'm just shaking my head and eating my berries.
Are you looking to catch the wolf or kill the wolf, or how do you plan to do this?
Well, we're not in the business of catching and releasing.
Let's just say this. We would like to take care of the problem, whatever it turns out to be. Yeah?
Okay.
When it comes down to canines, you never leave them alive.
True.
This man has a vendetta.
They cause some problems. I mean, we keep dogs to help herd the animals around here, and they work perfectly fine, but a wolf is something different. But if you're wanting to figure out how to, like, what to do, where to catch it, you should probably talk to Gunnar, the booth down there selling the livestock. He's the one the wolves cause the most problems for, as it's taking his sheep and, chickens.
Good point. Well, we thank you for the help, and, while we're around, do let us know if anything else comes out.
I will do that.
We head over to Gunnar's store.
Yeah. And it's pretty open, wide open, like market, like looking, fresh meat hanging up. It looks like it's lamb and then probably some pork, and then also just like crates of, live chickens, and then eggs, and then yeah.
I walk up. Hello, friend. We've heard from your neighbor just down a little ways that you have information about a wolf causing problems, and we would like to relieve you of your problem, yeah?
Oh yeah, we have a wolf. It has been taking the chickens. And would you like to buy a horn? And he pulls out, and he's got this whole bucket of like cow's horns that have been like hollowed out and like the end cut off, so you can like play them like a horn. We sell these from the cows, and they are we sell them for 1 silver for the horn.
I'll take one.
Okay.
I shall take another.
Here's a horn for you too.
Thank you, good sir.
Now, sir.
Now, the wolf. It shows up at night and it steals.
Can I roll to
animals.
see if I lose my temper?
Why would you lose
There's
your temper?
nothing more that I hate than cattle being misused and people cutting off horns. My horn's broken on my character.
Dang. You know, I
Fine,
should have
roll to
thought
see
of
if you
that.
lose your temper.
Flat check, roll, Parker. I'm just gonna roll flat check. You come up with the number.
I should have thought of this.
What'd you roll?
13.
You're okay. It's a pretty low DC.
I'm like blowing off steam. I'm like in the back, like.
All I can think of with this guy's voice is "Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout."
Yeah.
What's that from?
Oh, really?
So, woo, family, it's summer blowout. So yeah, same region though, but so the wolf, it comes out at night and it steals the animals, and it just disappears. Really?
And where have you seen it? Close by or different places?
In
every
that
time?
field right over there. It
Yeah?
stole a sheep out of that field just not 2 nights ago.
Oh, really? And
Yeah.
you say only at night?
Only at night.
Only at night. Never during the day?
No.
Well, thank you, kind sir. And
Sure.
we shall be by this way probably more times. Do let us know if you see it again.
I mean, if you're looking for a way to catch the wolf, to attract the wolf, you could buy chickens. You could put chickens out in the field and just wait for the wolf to come get the chickens.
The old bait and switch maneuver.
Yeah, oh
That,
yeah.
my friend, is a fine idea. Well, we might just very well be back later today. We shall see.
All right.
How much do you sell chickens for?
Chickens go for 5 silver for a chicken.
Not a bad asking price.
No, it's a very good price.
I may use one for performance tonight. I'll take one.
Oh, very, very well, very well. He hands you a chicken.
Chicken.
Karzjo looks at you questioningly.
How much was this chicken?
5 silver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, regular items, the problem is in Pathfinder, regular items are super cheap, but you have to have all that gold so you can get the expensive stuff. It's magic, but it's like, you guys could buy like a whole army of chickens if you wanted to. I mean, need for it.
I'm carrying a chicken this whole time.
Yeah, so now Karzjo's got chicken in his arm. And as you're leaving, he's like, oh, by the way, there were wolf's tracks found throughout down some of the streets, like around the houses. It's not just out in the fields. Sometimes it comes in at night and stalks around the streets.
Quite you. Fascinating. Well, thank you very much for that information.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go take a look at that, yeah.
Sounds good.
I am most enthusiastic about this. So is my friend here, Khalid.
How did the chicken?
Khalid the chicken.
Okay.
That name sounds familiar.
Well, my friends, it seems to show up in the evening, so we might have to wait till after our performance tonight. But, shall we have a look around, maybe? Maybe check out these tracks, see if anything else is dead?
Let's take a look.
Say we go to the field and then around some houses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you go out in the field and look, it doesn't take, it's muddy out here, but it doesn't take long to find some wolf tracks.
Really?
Yeah, and a little bit larger than the normal wolf you'd expect.
Interesting.
Does there happen to be any acid dripping around it?
Nope, no acid.
Elthoron, our new friend, would you be able to have a look at these tracks and tell anything from them, maybe?
Yes. Shall I try survey wildlife?
Yeah, go for it.
Learn more about the presence of the creatures nearby?
Is that what it'd be?
That would work, or I mean, is there a straight nature check, right? Or just survival?
Yeah, that would be a nature check.
Either.
I mean,
Or survey wildlife.
survey wildlife would work too.
I don't know that feat, but yeah. What's survey wildlife?
Study the details in the wilderness to determine the presence of nearby creatures. You can spend 10 minutes assessing the area around you to find out what creatures are nearby based on nests, sat, and marks on vegetation. Attempt a survival check against a DC determined by the GM. Based on how obvious the signs are. On a success, you can attempt a recall knowledge check with a -2 penalty to learn more about the creatures just from these signs.
Sweet.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do it.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me a check.
Survival.
Okay, so this would be a.
Roll
Is this a survival check? So I rolled 11 plus 14 for 25.
What you can tell from that as a survival check is that you've got basically it's just the animals that you've seen around, the cows, chickens, sheep, some pigs, maybe some goats, and then there are these wolf tracks. And it appears that there is only, from what you can tell, from what you can tell for a fact, there is only one wolf. It's not a pack, it's just one. And these are larger than the normal wolf tracks that you've seen.
Sweet. Take a
Okay,
try.
so then I would do a recall knowledge check with a -2 penalty to learn more about the creatures just from that. And recall knowledge check, is that based on perception?
Recall knowledge would be under. It'll be a lore check, won't it?
Yeah, should be lore.
So you should be rolling. It'll be intelligence.
Well, you can do it in nature.
Oh, you could do it in nature too, I guess. Yeah, so you could do it as a nature check or a survival check, or one of your lore checks.
So for lore, I have Elven lore and tanning. Elven lore is a little too specific. Tanning probably would be applied to something different. So I'll go with the nature check.
Okay.
So I rolled a 3 plus 14 for 17.
Yeah, with the 17, it's something.
Oh, sorry, -2. So that's
Yeah.
15.
So with that, something seems out of place about this whole thing, but you can't quite figure out what it is. Like something's like it's just weird that there's a wolf inside city walls, but you can't quite place it.
Can any of us roll a nature perception check, Parker?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll a nature perception check, go for it.
Okay.
What are you looking for in your nature check?
Specify.
More clues. Like, is there a pattern to the footprints? Does it look like the wolf ever even goes outside the city, or is he living in the city? Anything out of place on top of that? Obviously, the wolf prints are bigger, but is there any more detail to anything? Is there, like, fur stuck on the fence, you know?
I'm also going to roll, and for me, I'm sniffing the prints to see if they smell, like an actual wolf, or if they smell more like a human, or if it puts off any different type of smell.
So, I rolled a natural 19, so plus 15 for me, so that's a 34.
Oh,
34.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really good roll.
yak.
With a 34.
Lost my die.
As you're following the tracks around town, and looking to see where they are, like on the roads and places, what you get from the pattern is none of the tracks ever lead out of the walls. And then it looks like the tracks stop outside of like houses, windows, and stuff.
Well, I'll look for that in a sec. I lost my die.
Like,
but
it's going into the houses?
No, like the tracks, it looks like the wolf is walking up and like looking through windows and stuff, and then moving on.
Oh.
Hunting for its prey.
so I'm sniffing
I mean,
to
not-
see if they smell weird. And
I mean, they're
Parker,
normal
I
windows,
rolled
like-
a
Something like a dog could like put its feet, a wolf could like put its feet up on. Especially a big wolf wouldn't have too much of a problem.
26.
26 total.
Yeah.
It's different. It's something you haven't smelled before. It's
Okay.
but it's very much like wolf. It's a wolf smell. There's nothing human about it, but it's different from what you smelled before.
Interesting.
Smells off.
Anything else we'd like to do?
Huh.
Start tracking.
Shh, shh, shh. Your time will come.
But yeah, you can start tracking if you want to.
It's like see where they go or something.
I mean, how does tracking work for you at this point? If you
I mean, it's
So-
just like a survival check, like, right?
We're following him on my 34. Would we have been able to, following his footprint patterns, would we have been able to find out where he went?
So you could roll a survival check to track.
yeah
And Jason, you can hunt prey now.
you can hunt prey, Jason.
Okay, so select that as the prey. Now, if he found this, let's see.
So what does the hunting prey feature do?
Well, there's a few things during attacks, but then the one hunt prey at concentration, +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks when you seek your prey,
Okay.
and +2 to survival checks when you track your prey.
Cool. You follow tracks, moving it up to half your travel speed. After a successful check to track, you can continue following the tracks at half your speed without attempting additional checks for up to an hour.
So we need to roll again to track.
Yeah.
Do you want to seek it,
No,
or are we
Maybe
just
track.
tracking it now?
survival
Tracking.
check.
Let's track it.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll a survival.
And once every hour, you
Check.
continue tracking. And anytime something significant changes.
Oh, 3 again. Okay.
Oof.
And then you can
14
choose the
plus
DC to
2 puts
change
me at 19.
Legendary.
Yeah. It's
Aragorn style.
yeah, with the 19, it's you're trying to track it, and there's a lot of like animal footprints out. Like there's a lot because I mean animals in these fields every single day, and so it seems like it comes and goes from the field, but you can't quite nail down where it's
Does it?
coming from.
Can we tell if there's an area where there's more tracks? Higher concentration, like out in the fields or by the
Highest
houses?
concentration would be in the fields, and then it seems like when you pick up the tracks, they seem to be leaving the field and coming back to the field.
Fascinating.
So, should a couple of us roll survival checks, see if we can learn more and track it?
I mean, if you guys want to throw, I would let you guys throw one more survival check at it if you want to try.
Who else wants to try?
If one other person wants to try a survival check to see if they can track
I
it.
don't think I have that great survival.
Do my best.
Oh, well, I have 15 survival.
Oh, just
So
So-
I have a 17 survival. Aiden, what do you have?
Quite nothing. I don't need the track.
We're sailors, not trackers.
Okay. So then, Yaki, you want to go and roll a
Sure.
survival?
I'll give it a go.
Baryakamule, dude.
Sniff around for it.
no!
Hero
Stuck
point.
on an 18 and then flip to a 2 at the
Hero
end.
point.
No.
Yeah, same thing. It's
Use a hero point.
as you walk,
We
as
have
you
everything
track,
we need.
it's like
How many hero
Like-
points do we have right now?
We have one. right?
you gained 1 after the last fight. So I don't know. I was under the impression you were down to like 1, maybe 0 last fight.
My goodness.
Yeah, I was at 1. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna use my hero point. Could be deadly. But let's do it. Oh, there we go. So that's a 27.
27. Oh, okay. So with the 27, you start following the tracks, and then as you follow them, like you can find a set of tracks in the field, and you start following them, and they would leave the field, wander around, and they come back to the field, and they disappear in the field. And then if you find a new set of tracks, again, wanders out, comes back, and they always come and go from this field. But you can't seem to find any set of tracks that doesn't start and end in
Outside
the field.
Oh, and
I think we should come back at night with some chickens to this field.
not Hallie.
Or monkey.
Please, not poor Hallie. Excuse me. It's the chicken or the highway.
Someone has to hold the chicken.
Should we get a couple more chickens?
Let's do it.
I need this fella.
Alright. We go back to Gunnar.
Hello.
Ah, good friend.
Hello?
We think we shall be back this evening to give a try to your suggestion.
Oh yeah.
So could we buy 3 chickens now and pick them up from you tonight around 10 p.m. or so?
Oh yeah. I can be out here with the chickens.
Alright. Should we stop by your house or come right by here?
Right by here would be fine. I mean, my house is that one right there, but if you
okay.
want to come by, I'll be here. I would love to watch you hunt the wolf too. It would be entertaining.
What if he gets eaten by the wolf? It shall be fun this evening. Alright. How about I pay you now? 3 chickens? How much?
Would be 1.5 gold, or 15 silver.
Alright. Yeah.
Sir, what was your name?
My name is Gunnar.
Gunnar. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Notice anything wrong here?
You have a chicken.
This chicken has not had its feathers plucked. He is obviously in a state of duress. You have given me a bad chicken, sir.
Oh yeah.
I demand a discount.
I
Deception.
mean, he looks like a happy chicken. Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Is the
But it's
chicken
clearly stressed. You will not lay any good eggs. Dang it. Okay, hold on. My karma's really hitting me. Wait, I'm gonna use a hero point.
What did you roll?
Can I use the previous roll?
No.
Do you want me to roll for you?
21.
Oh yeah. I mean, he looks like a happy chicken who's been carried around all day by a goblin who's scaring him. But if you read the sign here, there's a no refund policy once the chickens have left the building. Unfortunately.
Oh, rats. Okay, well,
But he was a perfectly good. She was a perfectly good chicken this morning.
I'll be the judge of that.
Sorry.
When they lay the proper eggs, we shall
Have you
see.
been feeding it?
Of course. If I were to feed it, fine nutrient source of what was it again?
Any sort of seeds?
Seeds,
or,
yes, seeds. I feed
bugs?
them tons of seeds.
Seeds and bugs.
Plenty of seeds. It loves seeds. Yes, it's been doing quite nicely. It just seemed very stressed and ruffled. So, I was concerned about its quality and its duress, its levels. I want to make sure that you are not up to anything no good, sir. Gundor. Alright, well.
Alright.
I will take your word for it.
You all heading back to the King's Cup now?
Thank you, our friend. We shall be back to see you this evening.
I will see you tonight. This will be fun.
We have a party to go to.
Oh, you're darn right we do.
So you head back.
I'm ready. The tavern. Do I have a chicken policy?
You get some weird looks from the guards as you pass through the keep, but they don't stop you.
They don't stop me.
They don't stop you from taking the chicken bread.
Okay.
Yeah, you pass through.
Now, hold on a second.
We pass through.
Yeah.
Can I cast Invisibility Sphere on my chicken?
If you want to cast Invisibility Sphere on your chicken, you may.
Alright, cool. So, my chicken resides in an aura of invisibility as long as it remains within my spell area. So I'm always like just concentrate tracking it, basically. And it's following me now. Well, can I roll an animal handling check to see if it follows me?
Chicken.
We're training familiar.
Trained a chicken in 3 hours.
Yeah! It's not going to be an easy DC.
cool.
Gosh dang it, why can't I roll well tonight?
Cause it's a chicken.
It's kind of just like...
It's not just tonight, dude.
And it stops, and it falls, and it stops, and then it's like, yeah, it's not following that much.
But my animal handling is not that bad. It's not that
It's, I mean, if you
Wait,
keep
where-
looking at it,
Where is the animal handling check here? Isn't it nature?
I think it should be nature, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's not that bad. It's it's a 19.
Alright.
I mean,
Is your modifier
the chicken's
18?
It's plus 13.
occasionally interested, but it's like kind of wandering.
Come on, Alan, come on, come on, come on.
When you get little like food, like seed or bug out, it comes to you, and then it like kind of like and wanders off and starts getting into the grass, like foraging on its own. You have to like,
You stupid invisible chicken.
which
If I hold
people
a
who are like
hand of
watching, hearing
seeds,
this like invisible, like trying to figure out what's going on, like
if I hold this hand of seeds, will he follow me? If I just like
yeah, he'll follow
tuck
you
it?
around if you're holding seeds. Which
Okay.
You're still getting weird looks now. If you're holding the open hand of seeds in your.
Well, soon they'll figure it out. Okay. All right, he's
Anyway.
following me, but he's invisible. And I'm
You make your way back to the King's Cup. What are you doing with Halid?
He's just vibing right now. He's just sticking
Okay.
around. I've yet to hatch the plan.
Yeah. So, now I'm worried about Halid. You roll into the King's Cup, and you're greeted by Fennel. He's like, "Hey, you're back.
Hi ho! One man.
How was adventuring?"
Oh,
It was splendid.
quite nice, quite nice.
But now, we're ready to party.
You ready for the party, eh?
That's right.
Drinks on us! Huzzah!
Drinks
How
on
mu- Wait,
him.
how much are drinks?
What do we say? Were they 5 copper?
5 copper?
Something like that. I don't know.
Drinks on the house.
It's about like
courtesy of our friend Gixrat.
30 to 40 people
Yeah, probably.
ish. Okay,
So you're looking at like
30, 40 people, about 20 silver, 10 gold, or 2 gold, right?
looking at like 2. Wait. So if you have 40 people times 5, you're looking at. Oh yeah, it's only like 2 gold. Wow, it's not much for the cheap drinks. Yeah, that's not much to give everyone a cheap drink.
Cheap drinks for
Aha!
everyone.
Ale on me, fellows! Aha, haha. Do I get a plus in my performance if I've got them on my side?
We'll find out.
We'll see what happens.
Alright. You just wait for my plan. He's like, will you carry these seeds real quick? Just keep them in place. Come on, please.
Alright.
You can't see him, but he's here. He's here, I
I
promise.
put them on the table.
Yeah.
Stare at them.
The chicken's just
So
cool.
you're.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if the chickens wanders away and it pops up uninvisible somewhere random.
And the people just keep like milling into the bar 'cause this is the big the big night. You look over like up on the stage. They've got, all on the stage is like this ale-soaked table and then like a stool. Fennel comes on over and is like,
So, you're ready for tonight?
Oh yes, of course, of course.
Need an explanation on the rules at all?
If you would mind going over it, I don't want to overstep my boundaries. Of course, I'm prone to sometimes doing that. But
Yeah, basically, it's pretty simple. You're going to, you're just going to get up there and sing a song, and then
very well.
patrons will have the option to either cheer you or throw their mug of ale at you. And whoever has the fewest mugs of ale thrown at them wins.
I see.
That's how we tally score on here. It works great for the house because we sell the cheap ale. Everyone buys it to throw the mugs, and then the profit we get from selling that much ale, the winner takes half, the house takes half. It's a pretty great deal, and it's typically about your take if you win. It'd be about 50 gold.
Ooh, I can do that.
Yeah.
I will make this crowd mine.
So basically, the most important part of your song is it's about your intro, and then that climax in the middle, and then how you close it.
Yes, of course. Okay.
So basically, you're gonna make 3 rolls.
Just one. Oh, okay.
One roll for the beginning, one roll for the middle, one roll for the end. And if you roll less than a 5, or if you roll less than, I guess if your roll plus your modifier is less than a 20, you have to roll a dex save to not get hit by a mug.
Okay.
Or you're at a -2 on your next roll.
Okay. Now.
Nice.
I was just about going to buy like 10 ales for Baryakamule to throw. I'm afraid at who he would throw them at.
Don't give the yak any.
I'm not. I figured that out.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to all throw you're supposed to each have 1 cup per round. You can't like stack the house. I mean, even though you'd be playing against your own team over here, but
Yes.
Now, can I roll initiative to try and dodge the ale in case it gets thrown at me? Because if so, then I would like to use precautions, which is a spell that lets me roll for advantage for initiative whenever it happens. So I'm
you're
casting
already
magic to try and-
banking on bad rolling.
Dude, these are not
Okay, yeah,
rollable.
you can cast it.
Precautions.
Yes.
So then you would have an action to take cover.
Behind the table,
You'd
yeah.
still
you
have to dodge.
All right. Cool. Just want to make sure I can do this dignifyingly.
So
I've already used
if
my
I throw a mug at
invisibility
Parker, is
spirit. I
that
have 2
considered
precautions. in
acrobatics
case
or
I fail.
athletics?
For what?
For me throwing a mug at him, is that an athletics check?
It's
No,
It
that's
would
an
just be unarmed
acrobatics.
strike.
Okay.
That would just be your
Unarmed
strength.
strike?
So you'd be rolling
Dex.
an attack roll with just your dex modifier, basically.
Yeah,
I
because
guess it's AC.
the way this goes is leaving
Proficient
nothing to
with
chance. You
the
weave divinatory precautions against an ambush,
I
alerting
am
the
an
target to
expert
danger.
of unarmed,
Once
though.
during the duration of the spell, no man. Once during the duration of the spell, the target can roll 1 perception, arcana, crafting, lower occultism, or society initiative roll twice and take the better result. So I'm guessing it might be perception. After which the spell ends. The string
Can
of
I
stings-
put a rather long carrot in my hand crossbow
A carrot?
and use that? Yeah, use that instead of a mug.
Dare.
No. Which,
Don't you dare.
no one wants to count a carrot. You gotta use a mug.
Oh,
I'm about to swoon you guys. I'm about to swoon you. Just wait.
Alright.
You'll have no excuses to throw ale and carrots at me. Just
Well-
wait. Do I get an advantage if I have lyrics written?
I mean, you get your +2 on your
Okay, alright.
You've got
Parker, does Finnell need extra security, extra bouncers tonight? I know you had offered the last time I was here.
I mean, we're doing pretty good right now, but if you want to be keeping an eye out, we'd appreciate
I'll
it.
do it if he allows me to throw extra mugs per round. Just 1 extra
I
mug
guess it
per
doesn't
round.
mean anything to Fennel. So.
Are you hiding this conversation with Gixrat, or does he know you're talking about it?
Oh, I'm talking right out in front of him. I don't care.
He's gonna look at Gixrat and say, well, I'm pretty sure your friend here has it in the bag, so I can give you 1 extra mug of ale per round if you wanna have it 1 extra throw per round.
Deal.
So now you can throw 2 mugs on your turn.
Yes.
There are multiple attack penalties though.
That's all right.
Yeah, so as your people are milling in,
Okay.
there is one group of people that mills in like towards the end as it's starting to fill up, and very finely dressed. One of them is an Elven male who is probably a little over 7 feet tall. Looks like he weighs. You wouldn't want to ask, but probably pushing 400.
Dang.
I mean, this guy is
He can throw some.
huge.
Yeah. With
And
a
he just-
Y.
I mean, everyone seems to recognize him when he comes in. He's like this big, like, jovial, dude. Takes a seat in the back with his crew of people. And with that, Finnel runs up and jumps up on the table on the stage. He's like, all right. Well, you all know what night it is. You all know how this works. Tonight, we've got 5 performers coming for you. And so between performances, we're passing out a round of mugs of ale, and you have the choice during a performance to cheer them on, give them a skull, or you can throw your mug of ale, and then those will be tallied on these tables over here. And you can see they've laid out, like, there's like 5 tables sitting off to the side. And at the end of the night, the person with the smallest pile of mugs wins their split of the take tonight. Are you ready for this? Yeah! Of course, everyone else is, ale sloshing everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, then. First up, we have just some bloke off the street who wants to try it. Let's everyone give him a round of applause and get those throwing arms warmed up. This is your warm-up round.
Due diligence.
Yeah.
Sir, may I have an ale?
Yes, you might. Anyway,
5 copper.
so
I'm getting ready.
yeah,
Adjusting my throwing arm.
this guy up there, it doesn't look like he's a bard, plucking away on some sort of homemade-looking stringed instrument and singing, and he is abysmal. Like, you thought Gixrat was a bad bard, Baryakamule, but this guy's bad.
We have yet
And
to see.
It's
Daniel's natty is a 1. That's like his favorite roll.
It starts okay, and then it gets a little bit worse. And then by time he gets to the very end, he is so out of key and so far off track. He closes out to a hail of mugs. Yeah.
And I throw one at him as well.
Yeah.
Die a fool!
Can I throw one to see if I can really peg him?
If you want to roll to hit the guy, roll an attack roll.
That'll show him.
What's this?
All right, so this is an
Shot with
unarmed
a mug at
attack.
40 feet.
It's going to be like 2 damage or 4 damage.
Piece of his life.
So Parker, it's unarmed.
Yeah.
So it should still be, if it's an attack, it should still be strength if it's an unarmed attack.
Well, if it's a thrown attack, goes into dex, though?
Yeah, it's dex for thrown.
If it's thrown, it becomes dex as a modifier. So it's your proficiency plus dex plus your roll.
Even if you're like throwing like your own axe or sword, it switches. Because all the other times you played, if you're throwing the weapon, it's still a strength roll.
In most cases, it's always dex to throw. Maybe there's a special feat that you get a strength to throw, but all ranged weapons are dex.
Yeah, it's going to be dex. What's your roll?
Don't argue, Cody.
I'll roll right now.
Just do it. Oh no.
So that is 18 plus 7.
25.
Yikes.
Yeah, and with that, you throw this thing and just thunk, bounce it off of his head. Doesn't knock him out, but just full blown like nails this guy.
Nice.
And I mean he keeps on
Doesn't
singing,
knock him
but
out. What?
And that wasn't a critical hit. Doesn't knock him out. It's only like 2 damage, and it's like it impacts his singing a little bit, but it was bad enough that you don't really notice.
Did it get better?
It did get better. Yeah.
Okay.
And Finnel kind of gets up and in between. He's like, that folks is why we don't have an amateur hour. Coming back is the the perennial bottom of the bucket. This is the group that I don't know what I'm gonna call them. They were the Nickelback of the whole thing, but they're like, they're usually here just for the entertainment and the laughs. They're trying. Quartet gets up there, the civil singing troupe starts going, and they are absolutely killing it. Like, start really well, really good in the middle. Then the end kind of gets just a little bit dicey. not ideal. You see some mugs being thrown at the end, but it's not. It wasn't a bad performance.
All right, I'm making my throw.
I'm bashfully jealous.
Oh, natty 3. That sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna like. You see
Go
some mug
10.
and like bounce off the wall. Doesn't hit anyone. You know, Fennel gets up and is like, wow. Well, that was. I mean, apparently things can change. That was really well done.
I've got to give it to you, lads.
Yeah. So next up, another perennial. We've got
No,
I should have named all these people for
I
it.
don't
Sorry,
know.
guys. Yeah, you don't know. We've got Christine, who's going to be up here, singing. So, and this kind of like quiet,
As
It's-
it were.
stocky guy gets up there, and he starts singing kind of an operatic sort of song. Not as good as the last group. See a couple mugs early, by the middle, still going strong, and then again, just stage fright. He's not holding up at the end.
Mug.
Pressure's killing him. How many ales is he
18.
buying here?
Total's 18.
Yeah.
I mean, they're providing. Yeah, the mug ales are out there. Like,
Gotcha.
Doesn't get him.
So Parker, you gotta fix that because if it's a dexterity, that's super low.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
So I have to like roll a natty 20 to really hit someone.
No,
Because,
you gotta.
because you're not proficient with ale mugs.
They've got like an AC 20, which is a pretty low AC.
It's like a improvised.
I think it's supposed to be a strength roll, man, because dex is so low.
You'd be killing people to strength roll.
Man,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So while you're complaining about the physics of mug rolling, Fennel gets up and the bar keeps up there like stacking the mugs on the table. He's like, and now up, we have one of our newcomers,
The one and only.
the one and only
Gixrat,
Gixrat.
the monkey goblin. I'm gonna blow my horn. Can I make a performance check?
Ooh, give him a performance check. See if you can give another +1 to it.
As entry stuff.
the likes of which you've never seen before.
It's a
monkey
21
goblin bard.
performance.
It's not gonna give him a plus. You already get +2 for your first
Well, I may be small in stature, but I'm grand in my performances, and let me tell you, folks, I'm confident and ready tonight, and a little bit tipsy on ale, so you know you're gonna get a good show.
Here!
Hear ye!
The whole place is there.
Hearken all!
Sloshing.
Come on! From the likes of the lands you've never been to before, Absalom, the greatest, most eclectic place before you. Watch as I entertain you.
I should have done it.
Performance check for the first one.
Are you sure you want to roll your die?
Nobody else can roll for me, so.
And you have a +2 for this one because
I used my hero point on the chicken. Oh my gosh.
what are we looking at?
21.
21. Okay.
Oh, it's
so,
below 5 though. It's a natural 2.
Yeah, but it's not. You beat 20, so you're not under roll dex it.
Okay. Woo!
So that's a poor start though. No one else started that poor.
All right. So, my lyrics. The kingdom of Irisen cannot beget the Ulfen man. Such warriors we bellow and we show them who's the man. Of firm confidence and great Ulfen presence, know the kingdom Irisen will not beget us all.
Middle check. Performance check number 3. Number 2. Sorry. Number 2.
Okay. All right.
If I steal a mug right now and hit him, does he get a negative?
He would have advantage on his dodge. He has to roll twice on his dodge because he knows it's coming. But if you want to go ahead and roll against his AC,
Son of a gun. Is this how I'm gonna?
that's how it's gonna hit.
He doesn't need a
What you got for
negative.
Are you throwing a mug at him now? Or you're going early.
I'm gonna throw for 21, so that breaks 20.
It's against his AC now. What's your AC?
Well, then you gotta give me strength, dude, because there's no way with the dex con I'll be able to break his AC, even if I rolled a 20.
If you had to roll the 20, it's just not natural hit, not automatic hit. What's your AC?
Your AC.
My AC?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That is 27.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Wait, what's your dex?
Joke's on you, Yak!
My
Wait,
dex,
so-
dude, dex is only 1.
But you're also adding your proficiency, right, for unarmed?
Yeah, which is 6.
7.
So even if I'd have to roll a natty 20 just to hit him.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
Too bad.
That's why you don't throw mugs at the bard.
Yeah, come on. I'm not any run-of-the-mill
I'm
bard.
telling you, in our last quest, all of our throws were strength checks. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll look into that. For right now, it's a dex check.
I'm not just any
I'm pretty
kind
sure
of
they
bard.
are decks. Yeah, I'm almost positive it
guarantee
is.
that.
Dex.
For- for
You
me,
you add
I'm pretty
you
sure
add
it is.
strength damage to throws, but it's rolling.
But my
I'll get
character's
into it.
not
I'll
incompetent
have
at
to- I'll have to
everything.
Yeah, roll for your next performance check. I'll have to write out rules for mug throwing for you.
Yeah,
Cool.
Be proficient at mug throwing
Yeah.
after a few
To
weeks.
dodge against him?
No, you're just rolling performance now.
Oh, okay.
He
Hold on.
sailed it.
Before that,
But that mug hits the wall hard.
yeah,
You hear it.
I
That's-
bet it does. I dodge it and I turn to the yak and I say, "Not you, yak. Let me finish." And to hopefully get advantage, or maybe I do, maybe I don't, I cast Fly to soar through the air and fly through the audience, the stadium, floating above, flying to every single which one. Maybe it'll give me advantage, maybe it won't. We'll see. So that is 23. Oh wait, +2, right? So 25.
All right, 25.
25.
Still, it's there. It's not
All right.
as bad as that first group, but it's looking rough.
All right. Look out for her mistress, Estrid. When she invaded deep inland, we heard it harking all the way from home. The mighty arch of Aden, his grace himself sustaining land, was broken with the force of boiled tongue. Beware herself, her army's vast. Make sure you know to charm her fast. Before the forces all amass, for bravery's as gentle as fine glass.
Roll the third check and close it out and see what you do.
Cool. Now for my
Oh,
final
yeah.
trick, I cast illusion or hallucination.
Oh, now they're all tripping.
The target consistently detects one thing as another, can't detect something that's there, or detect something that's not there, though it doesn't alter their beliefs. You choose which of these effects applies, and you determine the specifics of the hallucination. I'm going to turn the chicken into a minch gorm.
And everybody has
So
to.
they have to roll against it.
Everyone sees the
Everyone
bench
in the
form.
audience has to roll against it.
Okay.
Parker, roll for every single one of them.
I'm rolling
one roll
check
each.
For like the main
The audience.
people. Yeah, I mean they're all gonna be. What are we rolling to check? What are we saving against?
My spell DC, which is a 29.
What is it? Is it a will or a perception?
Oh, it's a sorry, hold on. It is, it's a level 5 spell. Will save.
Yeah, no one saves against it.
Huzzah! Okay, great. So,
I see right there.
at the moment that I cast these lyrics, maybe it'll give me a bonus, maybe it won't. I'm still flying around, I'm drinking ale, I'm playing the lute, soaring around, and I say, soon one day we sail these lands, the mighty steaming sea from man. Beware the beasts, the sinful minch gorms. And then my chicken becomes not invisible, which I laid the seeds on the table, so it's just kind of sitting there like, and then it actuates into space and then becomes this large beast that imitates creatures, the minch gorm. I've seen them with my eyes, of course, but if they cannot scare me, even when they end up stranding me, even you can sail the mighty sea. Tales of Lenorms, and then it turns into a Lenorm. Sea serpents in vile forms. Grotesque beasts cannot pertain to the might of Ulfenborn. Perhaps one day even you may slay the might of these such beasts and become the mighty king of the Lenorm.
What are we doing?
35.
Jason.
Or 34.
Dang.
Jason became Karzjo.
Oh, he blew.
Uh-oh.
He's back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Your
Restarted.
closing just like absolutely knocks people off.
Wow! Let's go!
So
Except for
he
Barbarian.
started out low
Oh.
to keep their hopes low, and then just
Yeah.
knocked
Just
them off
knocked
their
it.
feet.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's like, you got a lot of cheering. However, there are a decent amount of mugs on the stage from that intro and first little bit, but not too bad.
Cool. All right.
Um,
Did I have to cast to dodge those mugs?
no.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, it would have helped
I've
you.
used
Had,
up all my spells for today.
it would have helped had you been hit by Baryakamule. That would have helped you.
Huzzah!
Anyway,
When I was flying. Cool. Anyways.
Finn hops up while they're collecting mugs. Like, wow, what about that ending? That was amazing. But we have one more for tonight. Everyone's favorite, the local skald, Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn.
Bjorn, this old guy, just a beard, gets up there, and he looks like he's had way too much ale for the night. He looks like he also spent like his life at the sea, you know. And he just like kind of like walks, like staggers his way up there and sits down on the stool at the table, and is like, how about a shanty? And he starts just like banging on the table. And then
Soon may the Wellerman come.
yeah, sure.
Oh, and he opens with a 1.
Oh, no.
Like,
Mug. I want to throw a mug at him.
Yeah, go and throw
Yeah. Yeah.
Not gonna hit.
What is it?
I'll
Can-
help out.
20.
Can I roll
I'll
that?
help out my my new acquaintance here, Gixrat, and I'm gonna throw a mug at him and try and just knock him off the chair.
Homie. Real homie.
What are you?
I'm
Okay. So my mug, I roll 15 plus dexterity plus
have-
proficiency, right?
do you have proficiency in unarmed? Probably.
Isn't proficiency your level plus your training, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Cody, your proficiency should be your expert in unarmed plus your level.
Plus
So it
2.
should be
So
at
if
least
that's the
13.
case,
It should be like plus
I
15.
like snockered Gixrat. That's like a 30.
Okay, so I have
Like,
to roll the dodge.
There's people, if you're counting it that way, everyone I've hit tonight is dead because it would have been like 30 for each of
I know
us.
you've been knocking
The
people
one guy
out
hit
all
at the
night.
beginning, that would have been over 30.
Oh yeah, you did completely knock that guy out.
Oof.
The guy's like dead in the corner.
A mug's not gonna kill somebody.
Alright.
I mean, it could if you do it really hard. But yeah, I mean,
If you're
this
really
guy
close,
gets
we're kind of toward the back of the room, right?
yeah, this guy
So-
just gets. Oh, go for it.
So I think I hit that guy then, Parker.
Yeah, you got him. You guys all, I'm pretty sure you all got him.
So Jason,
I'm just chilling with Howard. He's like, you've done a great job.
Dex
Phillip."
modifier plus proficiency, which for unarmed it's gonna be like 9, which is your level, plus 4 or 6. I don't know what your.
It's on this sheet, right? That's the 13 plus 5
It'd be
plus
for
the 15 I rolled, so that comes out to 33.
yeah. Okay.
33. Yeah, so this guy just gets buried in mud. You definitely succeed in knocking him off of his stool.
That is a proper shanty.
And he's just like gets piled under by these mugs, and he's just laying on his back, and he's still pounding, and still just drinking away. And he's gonna try and finish this shanty off.
Yes. I
He
start
can
pounding
salvage it.
along.
Oh no, this is just bad as worse.
Oh,
It's
no.
he gets a 23 this time, so it's good enough. That it's not. It's not abysmal, but he's had one too many for sure. Actually, no, it's 21. Because the modifier's down. So yeah, he's struggling, but he keeps going, and he's still trying to sing about whaling and supply runs and stuff like that. And it's
Which
not.
kind of whaling?
Yeah. Oh, and he's gonna finish really strong.
Hey.
By the time he gets to the end of it, everyone else decides to jump in on the shanty and start banging along.
Now we're rolling
Um,
around. Dandy-o.
And he finishes it out he gets the whole crowd into it because they're just enjoying the spectacle at this point. And he closes out with a 37.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna try
about
and
to
shut
be-
that down with my final mug.
I'm about to be destroyed.
You're trying to shut down the final mug? Go for it.
I'm gonna try and nail this guy. This is for Gixrat right here. Not that I like him, but ooh. So that is 6 west. 9, 7, 15, 21. Do I have a penalty for throwing 2 mugs?
They weren't in the same. They weren't from the same. They weren't at the same time, so I would say no. You know, multiple attack penalty. You had enough time.
So
They
it
weren't in
doesn't.
the same
It's
verse.
not gonna clock him, but it hits.
Yeah. So yeah, I will take 2 off for that hit then.
Yes.
Everybody's like not throwing mugs. And also, whoosh.
Everyone's like,
He's starting to loosen up a little. Then
yeah. I mean, he's finished his song and he's just finishing his ale now. So Fennel hops up on the table and is like, wow, some of those endings were just amazing. But anyway, we're gonna count up the mugs. Actually, we've tallied up the mugs. So, in dead last, we have the amateur hour over here. His table can barely hold all the mugs. I mean, there's mugs everywhere.
Look at that stack of mugs.
Yeah. And he's like, and then in 4th place, we actually shockingly have Bjorn.
poor Bjorn.
Like, yo, man, don't drink before the competition. Like, your clothes great, but that was a rough intro. Yeah, natural one's so bad.
Bjorn's drinking again.
And then up there in 3rd place, we have the what was the dude's name? The opera dude.
Quartet?
No, just the opera dude.
What is it?
That was an operatic dude. You gave him a name. It was,
Whoa,
Yeah.
aren't there only
Christian.
4?
yeah, Christian. There was 4 and then you.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So in 3rd place we have Christian with a decent performance for him, but and then can we get a drum roll? As everyone's pounding the table. In 1st place tonight we have the quartet. They edged you out. In close 2nd we have Gixrat. They edged you out by like 2 mugs.
I bow. Nonetheless,
That was
I enjoyed my time tonight.
performance. Gixrat was. Your closing was fantastic.
Neck and neck, fellows, neck and neck. Well done.
Yeah.
I shake the hands of every performer. Come talk to me.
They
Perhaps
just-
we can start something.
They rolled. They only had a plus 14 modifier, but they rolled like a 19 and a 16 for 2 opening rolls.
Should have saved my hero point instead of,
Dang.
instead of the
They
chicken.
barely survived that final. Their final roll was questionable. They barely survived it, but yeah,
That's okay. Oh, that's okay.
but yeah. And while you're over there crying,
It's fine.
the big guy, like the 400-pound guy, walks over to you and was like, "Oh, little fellow, it's okay. You did really well, and you have a ton of potential."
I appreciate that, sir. I think I've just been a little bit off lately, but I hope I've acclimated myself to your kind enough to have at least created an entertaining performance for tonight. Really, that's a win in my book.
Yeah. And my name, by the way, is Birchin.
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 Yes, and Birchin,
He
how?
reaches out down to shake your hand. His hand is huge.
I grab like his finger with my full grip, and I just, good to meet you, sir.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well, Gixrat.
Burgjian or?
I think it's Berchun. Birchin. But I will double check that.
Birchin. Are there any other orphan of quite your stature?
No, it's just me.
Just you,
I
eh?
am the biggest orphan in all of Kalsgard.
Oh, really now?
Yeah.
I totally believe your apple fell far from the tree, I suppose.
Not too far. But they are.
This is true. All of these people are rightly
That's
intimidating.
why they call me Birchin the Whale Eater, you know?
Oh, yes,
Because when you're my size, People just assume you have to eat whales to stay alive, you know?
I suppose.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to eat monkeys.
Yeah, but
Well, anyway.
if you're ever looking for work, I'd be interested in someone of your talents.
I see. And how may I be of assistance, sir? I'm always looking for business prospects,
Well,
left and right.
Just keeping an ear about the tavern. Sounds like you're a group of adventurers.
You may call it that. A dysfunctional band, perhaps. But we technically do advent.
Well, I'm a little bit of an adventurer myself.
Oh, Bertrand, the whale-eating adventurer.
Yes, when I have to be. They might be looking for. How would you say? This adventure might be a little bit more dangerous than my usual party is up to the challenge for. And
I see.
I might be looking to hire a crew.
A more expendable group?
Not
No,
expendable.
I'm just kidding.
Just, I would need, more power. And with the display that
You
put
like my
online,
illusions?
yes, you would be handy. And if you can do that, I'm assuming your party is capable as well.
Probably not the yak, but we managed to get along.
Oh, he looks like he has plenty of muscle. We could always use that. But if you ever need me, if you ever are
Depends on
interested
how you use
in
it.
the work, Finnell knows where to find me.
Right. Well, Bertrand, we'll take your
Oh, and
consideration.
here's for your performance. Well done. He hands you a platinum.
Oh, yeah!
He
Let's go!
makes his exit with his entourage.
Well, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And a tip is always appreciated.
Parker, I would like to throw my last mug at Gixrat now. I've been holding on to it. Is his dodging spell over? So he doesn't know it's coming.
It. Right?
I think you would
Well,
still
that's like
have...
an initiative thing. It's not just straight up.
So
I mean, I
maybe
think
we
if
can
you're
each roll
surprise
initiative.
attacking him now and he's not expecting it...
Doesn't he have to roll stealth against my perception DC?
Yeah, roll me a stealth against his perception real quick.
Stealth.
From across the room.
Yeah.
I don't have that. What is stealth? It's dex plus proficiency plus level.
Is stealth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Dex,
skill.
proficiency, level.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Plus
Ooh.
item.
Only 17. So you'll hear it coming.
Nope, I see it coming.
Yeah. So you can roll your attack, but he's gonna have a chance to dodge it with a dex save.
Okay. So that is 29, I believe.
All right.
29.
So
So then I can roll to save it with an advantage, like a
so roll against his. Yeah, you have advantage. What is your class DC, Cody? For Baryakamule?
My
or is it
class
29?
DC?
Yeah.
So he hits, now I have to save against it.
What would you save against his? Were you dodging against his attack roll or dodging against his class DC?
I
guess
guessing I would
saving is
dodge
the-
his class DC.
Yeah. What is your class? You should have a DC, which would be your key, your proficiency, and your DC.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
If it's lower than
I haven't
29,
gotten. I don't have that part figured out yet. In fact, I've actually never filled that out.
Okay, because you don't really use it for much. Okay, we're just gonna roll against the 29 then.
Okay. Alright.
And so these are
Would
what
that
are
be a
the,
perception save or
I would- reflex saves.
acrobatics? A reflex
Yeah.
save. Gotcha.
pair of reflex saves?
Alright, let's do that. Good thing I get a reroll. Okay. 28. So
He gets you.
Dang it!
Yes.
I see it coming, but and I get hit with the.
What
the
is your
tank
strength
guard.
modifier, Cody? 4?
My strength modifier. My strength base is 5. So does that make it 15?
No, you take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you bastard yak!
It just nails you.
Dang it. Alright. That's fine. That's fine.
All right. As you're finishing up, are you going to head back out for that wolf? Are you going to?
Well-
Wolf time.
Boys, I think time we hunted a wolf, and I take another tankard of ale for the road.
Oh, you should.
Boys, I think we're due for a celebration after tonight.
We have
what
work
is
to
he on?
do.
Are you guys taking? Are you eating? What are you doing?
Empty stomach.
You can grab food for the road if you want. They probably got stuff they can give you.
I offer everyone from my fresh berries.
Ooh.
So you got fresh berries.
We have a light snack.
I do have 4
Sure.
pounds of fresh berries. Or is it 8 pounds?
Oh, you got
That's
like
a lot of
You had
berries.
4 earlier.
yeah, you got 4 pounds of fresh berries.
Wow.
4 pounds of fresh berries.
Yeah.
I'll take some berries after that slight injury that you've imposed. Unless you're not offering. Then.
No, I'll give you the berries, and I'm actually also going to give you,
Oh no.
for
I don't
this
like
next
some of this.
encounter. Parker, what were those elixirs we bought from that guy? Because I still have my health one on me.
Yeah, that
Were
would
they
have been-
moderate life?
I think they're the ones below moderate.
So lesser? I have that's 3d6 plus 8.
That sounds about right. Let me double check this.
Is anyone else low on health from your last battle?
Oh, just a tankard. That hit me
3d6
in
plus
the head.
6, yeah.
No biggie.
3d6 plus 6?
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
only down 10, so it's not
So,
bad.
Gixrat, I'm going to give you my elixir of life. It's 3d6 plus 6 because
Ah.
I have 163 health points. I'll never use it all, hopefully.
Yeah, I've got 91, so that would be helpful. Appreciate it.
There you go.
You've taken down a solid 10th of my health with that one tankard. Ugh.
I give you a solid slap on the back and hand you my elixir and kind of chuckle and walk out the door.
All right, well, I suppose if it's nothing to you, Yak, it's the least you owe me. Okay. That might be a good time to adjourn, perhaps. I have to hit that
I mean-
pretty soon, but...
Can we go for like 10 more minutes?
Sure. Yeah.
Leave it a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
I kind of like that idea.
I like that too.
Yeah, so without any trouble, you're able to make it back through the keep. Guards have seen you around. They don't question you. They let you through. You make it back across to Gunnar's shop, and he sees you coming. He's like, "Oh, are you ready to hunt the wolf?"
Yes, we are.
Okay, look, here are your chickens.
Without a doubt, Gunnar. And then I
Gives you-
hand it back Khalid. I say, here,
Oh, thank you. More chickens for the bait.
take him.
Um,
No! Wait, no.
One chicken.
I'll take Khalid. It's fine. Don't worry
And,
about it.
I'm going to throw in a few of my own chickens as well because, helping you. So next thing you got like
Be free, Khalid. Go.
5 or 6 little chickens out there. Like out in the middle of your
This should
field.
be
And
fine.
so how are you arranging yourselves in the field?
Do we want to get the battle map
If I throw that on my map real quick.
out?
Sweet, show the map.
Leave that. We can put it on top.
The
That-
white.
oh, you-
Yeah, that's for the whiteboard. Do we want to put a battle map out yet?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, so we can have spatial.
Let's see the map, y'all.
Map.
So if we say... We're gonna play. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for intents and purposes of this, we're gonna say that we have like... This is where like the field starts up here. And so over here is like fences and
Oh.
Yeah. so you have, and I'll have something better set up for next week, but like your open field is like starting over here, and then so you've got like, a fence, and there's a road over here, and some tall grass on the side of the fence, and there's like shops and houses back over here.
Mm-hmm.
And so you release your group of chickens
Like the
right out in about this area.
we're like steak 'em kind of like a So they don't just like scatter and fly away when over there.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to stake them down, you totally can. Yeah. So you get your chickens like staked down.
Mm-hmm.
So they're now just up there making noise. How are you situating yourselves?
And wait, did you say this was the field, or the field is larger?
The field's gonna like run all the way towards that, like more towards the edge over there. It'll be a little bit longer.
Well, I'm just gonna be like far away.
Yeah.
Is it tall grass?
The field isn't super tall grass. There's like on the edge of the field there's a fence, and then there's tall grass on both sides of the fence, and the field's kind of been eaten down by the livestock. But there's tall grass.
So
like,
how
on the other side of the fence.
far away would I be if I were in tall grass?
In the tall grass, the closest you could be is 20 feet.
Okay, then yeah, I'll be in the tall grass, just about 20 feet away.
Tall grass is going to be like, right along this range, like right in here.
Okay, and I'll roll a stealth check just so that I'm completely stealthed and I'm hidden from prying eyes.
Far away by the house line.
I guess we all want to stop.
So that'll be a
Laying on the ground.
sec.
Here is Jason's guy for now until his adventure shows up.
sweet.
Where do you want to be, Jason?
I'll be right at the edge of the tall grass.
So Parker, I stealthed for 31.
31? Okay.
Nice.
Jason, my stealth modifier is plus 20.
And
That helps.
roll stuff?
Yeah, everyone go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
22. Let's go. The only good roll for tonight.
So we have 31.
Okay.
So Karzjo got a 31.
Mhm.
Aden, you
So
got
I
a
have
22.
20.
Big Yak stands out.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm actually trying to stealth.
He's hiding behind a tree, like a tree that's
35.
like a couple inches wide, and is
Um,
just the most
what
ridiculously
did you get
wide
for your
thing.
stealth, Jason?
22.
22. And what was your character's name one more time?
Elthoron?
Elthoron? Elthoron?
Elthoron?
Thoron. Elthoron.
TH.
Wait, Elthoron. Got it.
Elthoron. Yeah.
Brr.
Hmm.
He's just standing on chickens.
And Gunner's actually gonna go back and like climb on top of his house and just sit in the roof and watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
classic.
So you're all hiding and waiting. And
Is he waiting like I'll just say right here.
yeah, like an hour goes by.
So am I hiding or am I just standing out in the grass?
You're hiding in the grass. You're trying.
I'm tr-
Hour goes by. Looking at
Oh, you're prone. Sorry.
probably 2 hours go by.
Cody, just standing out in the open with your hands covering your eyes. You can't see me.
Can I roll a thorough search perception check?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And I have dark vision, so I should be able to see.
Yeah, dark.
So that is that is a 38.
Okay.
Is Hallard with them?
No, I mean you turn Hal loose, so he's kind of wandered off somewhere else.
He's like right here.
Yeah, he's like Hal is like following you around those nature checks. He's excited.
Sweet.
No.
Just vibing.
Hallard back
So
again,
it's just
there.
like, yeah, nothing. You don't see anything.
Out of 38?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the chickens.
There's nothing there.
Jeez
I mean, you can
Louise.
see everyone in your party with a 38. You can see all of them. Even Gixrat, as stealthy as he is, you can see him.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. But there's
And-
nothing out of the normal. There's no tracks. No.
No.
Okay.
And as you're looking,
Gixrat, what was your stealth?
35.
Oh, dang.
you all of a
Yeah.
sudden, Baryakamule, you hear the chickens just start going nuts. And so as you look, there among the chickens is a huge white wolf with a chicken in his mouth.
No, good thing.
I'm
that's not
slightly
Hallard.
disappointed it wasn't Gixrat, but I
He
understand.
stops and kind of sniffs a little bit. is a really bad roll. Where's everybody at? And it stands up on his back legs and turns and looks towards Baryakamule, Aden, and Elthoron.
It's a werewolf, huh?
And starts growling. Just low, like guttural growl. And that is where we're going to pick up next week.
Ooh. Nice.
But I will bust out the miniature for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the character painted?
No, he's not always white, but I haven't finished the rest of the painting.
Look at you. Look at you. Nice. Here, hold on. We'll show the camera real quick.
It was more of an emergency print and paint in the rattle can this morning so that we'd have something to put in the map.
You have to get your hand over there there you go.
Oh shoot!
Oh, so it is a werewolf. That's beautiful, Parker.
We'll have to wait and find out.
Are you gonna
Oh
paint him all the way
my.
through?
Eventually, if I have time, I will.
That's such a cool character.
We have been warned by the wolf.
He rolled such a low perception check. However, he did roll a 41 in his stealth check.
Oh. Oh my.
Oh, so
That
that's
is
why I couldn't see him.
incredible.
Yeah, he beat you in his stealth.
I was gonna
Wow.
say 38 perception check's pretty high,
No, 38 is crazy high. He just has
but
really
41
high.
stealth is insane.
He has high stealth, and he rolled really well. But
As a do.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
so yeah, with that, thank you everyone for watching.
Well
We'll be
done,
back
Park.
7:20ish next Monday.
Pacific Standard Time
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time.
for all you Europeans.
Yeah, so go ahead and smash
Watch
that
it.
like, smash that subscribe, ring that bell.
Do all the
Do it for your boy
goodies.
Gixrat here.
Open up
Couldn't
3 different
win the Battle of
tabs
the Bards, but he
so
could
that
win
it
your
shows
heart.
you we have